Cheers. Cheers to the Xbox community. Cheers to G Gaming being a guest on DIRREC Gaming. What you got in the background, Hogwarts?
Yeah, I got Hogwarts Legacy on my PC.
Ho-
I'm playing it. I'm playing it through Game Pass.
Straight up. That's what I'm talking about, people. Shout outs to the whole entire Xbox community today because today, people, we got our announcement for the zombie console that never dies, right? For some reason, it just manages and finds a way to stay alive.
Look at that. You set up and everything, brother. That's what's up. You got a good intro.
Yeah, man. It's shouts to Water Malone, man, across the ways. He set that up, man. He did this 4K graphical design for me long time ago, man. And
That's what's up.
I've been using it forever, man, because when people from the Xbox community give me things like that, it's hard to get rid of it, man.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
sacred.
it's sacred. And upon that, I like when you said that. Upon that, direct gaming is sacred, y'all. Let's go.
Yeah, man. It's good to be
Let's,
here. There's a lot of Xbox news today.
it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. We got Project Helix in the building. What's up, people? Thank y'all for coming out tonight on Direct Gaming. I'm the new legal. This is my good friend G Gaming, aka the Blu-ray King, aka the best hookup person when it comes to your speakers and sound and everything that you need to do when including your PC gaming. My man right here can put his stuff on the walls. He could do all kinds of stuff, man. And there's nobody better in the game, man. G Gaming, thank you for coming out with me to talk about the new Project Helix, man, on Direct Gaming, man.
Ah, man, it's a pleasure, man. There's a lot of good stuff coming out in the future, and I'm glad to be here. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Yo, I want to say, first of all, thanks for the mighty chat pack in the building. Who's in the building? My man, the Ice Pick, coming out right now. He says, I call it the Undertaker console. It rises from the dead and sets up. Yo, that's beautiful. We're going to call it the Undertaker. And Xbox is the Lord of the Screens. And with that, people, we're not going to keep you waiting. We're gonna get this show going, but before we get the show going, I want to say thanks to everybody who, no matter what country, continent, flag you represent, thank you for making direct gaming possible and fun. To everybody around the world, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, first, second, third, fourth, fifth cousins, your aunties and uncles, your grandparents, your great grandparents, all your kinfolk, your whole family reunion, to the backwoods, to the dirt roads, to the blocks, to the curves, to the city streets, to your states, to your countries, to your continent, to your islands, no matter where you from, because you could have been anywhere in the world. But y'all came out here tonight on Direct Gaming. And for that, we're grateful. The Xbox community out here is looking strong. They just won't die. It just won't die because there's no death out here, really. But like my man said, if we're gonna play that game, we're just gonna be the Undertakers then. And Project Helix is just gonna come and make sure the graveyards will get filled up soon. And y'all already know what it is. So here it is, man. And we about to get this show started. We got much to talk about, plenty of excitement. I'm glad to be excited again, y'all. Thank y'all for sticking around with us, man. Let's get it.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Before we go, you know I gotta do the shout outs, man. My man Striker, 300 gaming in the building. Xbox not going anywhere. You know I got y'all. I'm coming down the lane. I see my man too. You know I see my man Unlimited up in this bad boy. My man Death Ray Tower in the building. Pony Games filling up flea markets as we speak. Exactly. Flea market time, baby. We try to tell them it's flea market time. Talos Reed, my boy, my homie. Hello, Unlimited Productions. Facts. Oh, 30 below up in here too? Facts. Facts. Exactly. We know who our generals are out here, man. Unlimited Productions is one of them. That's my homie, man. We go way back. Unlimited Productions, man, be speaking that truth. He's been out here speaking that truth for a long time. A long time. If nobody else gives my man credit, I give him credit. Because he's unapologetic, man. But he speaks the truth. Xbox is bigger than Windows at Microsoft. There's no death anywhere close to Xbox. Exactly, famo. Y'all coming out here talking y'all stuff, man. Death Ray Tower community is number one. Facts. Facts. I even got J Mac coming up in here off the top rope. Shout out to Di-RRec Gaming Podcast. Salute. And the new legal Gray Beers in the building. Yo, J Mac, nothing but double salute for you, man. You already know how I feel about you, brother. You already know. It's family. You already know. 30 below in the building. Yes, sir. We here. Yo, let me tell everybody. We here. We ain't going anywhere, man. We are here. Yo, G Gaming.
Yep.
How you living, famo?
I'm doing good. Just got the new PC built a few months back, and I just been gaming, man. I just been gaming on with Game Pass, with Steam. There's just so much games. There's so much backlog for me. It's I uploaded a
What?
picture, as you can see. That's the rig. And
Cheers.
yeah, it's just there's so much to play. Game Pass has so much. Steam has so much. Hell, I got tons of games. I'm Nintendo, PlayStation, you name it.
So,
Tons of
so
games.
So you know when you say that, right? When a person like you talks about, I got so many games to play, and it's just I'm not mad, right? They want you to be mad at something. G gaming, you gotta find some kind of negativity around it. But you're happy because you're playing video games and you're
Man,
talking highly of Game Pass. When you start talking highly of Game Pass or anything related to Xbox, you get
I,
frown faces.
I like Game Pass. I think it has a nice little future. I mean, the prices could be a little better, but I've been with Game Pass since day one, and I have not unsubscribed to it. Some people out there they love it, they hate it, they unsubscribe to it. That's perfectly fine. But for me, I don't know. It's always worked for me, and it's always saved me money over the years. Not have to buy $70 games sometimes, or I can wait till it drops in price or whatever. I don't really buy games all the time day one. I wait, and structurally, it's all like what's best for my wallet, And Game Pass has saved me thousands. So, you know, personally, I think Game Pass it has a good future, and we'll see. We'll see where it ends up. If it changes a little bit, that's perfectly fine. There's a lot of rumors going out there, or a lot of people saying that they want to. They don't want day one games in there, exclusives. Hey, if that happens, it happens. I'm not gonna cry about it. I'll support the games and do it that way. Then go back to the usual way of Xbox. We'll see though.
G gaming. When it comes to this new project Helix, man, and you being an avid console builder gamer, which you didn't build your last PC. I mean, I'm sorry, console builder. I meant PC builder. You didn't
Yeah.
technically build your last PC, but I've seen your work before. But for a person that goes out and really gets into it, before we start talking about the Project Helix program, um, I want to talk a little bit about your build, and let's talk about a little bit as to why you navigated over to PC gaming for you. For you. Even though you still got your consoles, but
Oh yeah, I'm
what
not
what?
getting rid of them. They're
No,
still
you
there.
still got your consoles, but I'm curious as to what brought you over to PC gaming? And this is for anybody out there that's got PCs too. You're gonna be representing that community. But I
That's a
want to I
great
want to hear your
question.
point on it.
That's a great question. Well, for me, when I started playing games, I mean, we all know like your first game console is a Nintendo, but it was a Nintendo for me. But then it was also, I was always playing PC. Like I had the Gateway, I had the Dell, the
Okay, so wait
old
a minute.
like,
So wait a minute before you say anything else. So you're really telling me you keeping it true to your flag out here. You really been PC all along. You're not faking
yeah,
the funk.
I
All
played.
right.
I'm not even lying. I
All right.
probably played every Harry Potter game and Lego game on the PC before I played it on console.
Let's go.
And that, I mean,
Keep it going.
that's just part of. I mean, I originally played Halo on PC when the original OG Xbox came out, and then when I was able to afford an Xbox, I just played it there, and then I kind of lost my way with PC because it was a little different back in the day, and I just kept on playing the Xbox and PlayStation. I had the original OG play. I had everything, man. I mean, so it's like, but PC was always the fundamental base for my gaming needs. And then recently, I would say in the past probably 6 to 7 years, I got deep back into PC more now. I still turn my Xbox on. The PlayStation 5 is right next to my PC. That still gets some love here and there. It's just, I don't know. I play what works, and for me, PC has been that platform that just simply you turn it on, you set up, you download everything, and it just goes. So that's basically it for me. I don't see myself not playing PC. I don't know about what's going on with with the next generation. But we're talking about the new generation of Xbox, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, I'm excited for it. I am excited for it, but if it's going to be like what I can already do on my PC, I don't know if I would need it.
Right.
So, and does it come to price point? Of course, rumor has it, could be 1,200, could be 1,000, could be 1,500. Who
So I'm
knows?
curious. I'm curious. For your PC build, let me hear the specs and what it costs you to make. We're gonna try to compare this
Well,
project Helix. Give it,
that's a
give it,
great question.
and
That's a
do some
great question.
comparison. Right.
I will definitely say that my rig is probably going to be more expensive
Oh,
than
okay.
an Xbox.
What did you
I
pay for yours?
altogether, I think I'm in it for maybe under 2,500.
Okay.
So, and also I bought it around the time the past 2 months. By the way, I live right next to a micro center, so that's one reason why I stepped on the ability of doing it. But RAM was probably the most one. It was like the RAM was pretty expensive. There's 32 gigabytes of RAM in there. Uh, it's I think it's a G Skills RAM.
Okay.
So some good.
You're out of
The
my realm, but this for all the PC people that are gonna know what you're talking about.
Yeah, of course. But I'm pretty sure you heard of a company called Asus.
Yes.
Okay, I have their Tough Series 57 ETI card.
Hey, I got an Asus.
That's a good card. And I got the Tough motherboard, the B850.
Hey, I got an Asus right here.
There you go. You got a Rogue Ally, brother.
That's it.
There you
So,
go.
legal, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear your games.
Oh, thank God. Yeah, yes, you can even hear me.
And
Good
keep
stuff.
so when you making your build, what was some of well you wasn't making it this time, but you was having them to make it.
No. I picked everything out. I picked everything
Right.
out.
Because
Yeah, I
you and
picked
Games,
everything
y'all
out.
from New York. Y'all from both of y'all from New York. So
Yeah.
the
I picked
micro
all my
centers, I have a
parts.
micro center down here. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
place.
You
But so
basically pick out your own
yeah.
parts, and then you can either build it yourself, or yeah, you can either build it yourself and save the money, whatever you want to do. I think it was like $200 to have them build it, and then they cover
Oh,
everything.
that's
Like
dope.
if something were to break, if something were to happen, you're covered. Like you don't have to worry about, oh shit, I broke something. You
Which
know.
micro center
So
you going to in New York?
I'll tell you offline. I would rather not say
Oh,
I'm
okay,
Nah,
from
he
yeah,
from
yeah.
he where DMX is from, bro. I think
yeah, I'm from
he from
Wild.
Yonkers, bro. He
I'm
knew
from Yonkers.
DMX. He talked to DMX. This dude's crazy.
That dude was nice. He was a friendly man.
Oh, well, you from New York, New York. All right, all right. I'm New York
Yeah,
too. Yeah, but
yeah.
so
I go
so
to my something too.
Yeah, so they build it for you. I have Asus parts, that's tough parts, and then it's Lee cooler, a Lee case. Um, yeah, just it's nothing crazy. I didn't go crazy RGB. It got a few of some RGB in it. My last one had too much RGB in it, and I just had too much RGB
But
lighting
no,
issues. But
for a little bit under 2,500, man. You know that's not no look. That's not little money out here. You know that's
I mean,
you
bro,
put your
I have
money into that.
I'm
But I was
talking,
gonna ask
yeah.
you. I was gonna ask you. You see what Unlimited Production says, right? He says I got a Gigabyte 4070 Ti Super. So an AMD 7700 CPU with 32
Yeah,
gigabytes of
yes,
RAM,
that's
right?
what's up. That's what's up.
Now
I forgot
with
to tell
those
you my
specs,
C. Hold up, I forgot to tell you my CPU. My
okay,
CPU is a Ryzen 9800X 3D. I went all out with the CPU.
okay.
I got
But
like the
look, with
second
those
best
specs.
CPU.
With those specs right there, good comparisons, right? What so with your specs, right? With your specs and your price point for the next Xbox, right? We're talking. We're gonna be realistic. It's got to be under 1,500. I'm looking at either 1,100, 1,200 to a
Well,
thousand, something like that.
it'll probably be in the ballpark between 1500 or around 1000. I would be shocked if they have a 799 price point. I would be
Oh no,
shocked.
Oh yeah,
hold
I
on
don't
a
think
second.
that.
Hold on a second. First of all, I ain't paying no damn 1,500 goddamn council. Like,
No,
like
it ain't
man,
good.
No,
these guys
I
are
know that.
mine.
I know that. But but we have to understand here. This next generation of Xbox is not going to be like, hey, this is an Xbox series. I don't even think they're going to have two different versions of SKUs of like a low end or a high end. This is just
I
straight
They're
think
up.
gonna
so.
have that low end OM, but it's not
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
like.
yeah. I think so. I think so. I
I
think
don't
so.
know. I don't know. I think I honestly, to be bluntly honest with you, I think that's what really hurt them. I think having a high end and then a low end, they should have just had one Xbox, call it Xbox, just call it some different name, and then they just should
Well,
have had an Xbox and just made two SKUs, a digital one
Mhm.
and a disc based one, and called it a day. That's what they really should have done. They should have just had what the Series X was, maybe have a different name and just have two different SKUs of that version.
But my opinion is right. Um, the price. I would say I know be shocked if $900 or 1,000. That's it.
It's gonna.
Yeah, yeah,
I think $1,000 is reasonable. If it's a
yeah. a
thousand
thousand
bucks,
dollars is reasonable because I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a hybrid PC, right? It's very powerful. It's gonna be more powerful than the 5080 Ti and all that stuff. Whatever
wait a
it is.
minute, who told you that?
nah, they ain't gonna fuck, dude. They ain't.
Yeah,
No,
They
no,
ain't.
yeah,
because
No,
look,
there's no
because that's what I want to
5080.
talk about. That's
it is.
exactly what I want to talk about.
It is. It is.
Me personally, I'm looking at somewhere between a high end, well, a low high end 5070, 5060, somewhere around there.
I'm
It,
telling you,
I don't,
guys. I like your enthusiasm
even
here.
if it's a high end 4090, that would be awesome.
There's no way. They're not in today's realm with the RAM prices and with AI. There's no way we're gonna be able to see a 4090 in an Xbox or a PlayStation 6.
Well, of
No.
course, well, I'm not saying a 4090 actual implementation.
No, not the
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
whole
Not
talking about
thing.
implication.
I'm
I'm talking
talking
about
about
more custom.
comparison. I'm talking about
Custom.
Okay,
comparison
let me just
because honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. This next Xbox is gonna be a Leviathan for ray tracing, and
yes.
you can't have a quack PC
No, no, no,
trying to
no, no.
push right. It's
Let me
gotta be
tell you
holding
something.
somebody.
Let me if I know you don't know a lot. I'm not trying to say you don't know a lot about PC
Hey
parts,
man, don't. Hey man,
but it's okay. It's okay. Let me just educate you a little bit.
come on
When
with it.
the 5070 and the 5070 Ti. If you have a 5070 right now, that card has 12 gigs of VRAM. If you have a 5070 Ti that has 16 gigs of VRAM, okay. Now VRAM is very good to have. It gives you all your textures, all your everything, your frame rate, everything. It supplies that. If the Xbox hybrid, whatever they call this thing, has at least the power of a 5070 or a 5070 Ti or a 4070 Super or a 4070 Ti Super, around the between those realms, between the
Right.
4070 Ti and the
Right.
5070 Ti, and it
Right.
has those type of power implements inside of it, you're getting a really that's like four, almost 3.5 times the power of a Series X, maybe more,
Right.
4.5 times at
I have it
least, three
right.
three 4 times.
I have it doing at least what a 4090 can do. The capabilities is what I have it doing. This thing's gotta do, it's gotta do what they're saying, G Gaming, is that this is gonna be a 120 frame above type console with frame rate, right? But I don't
It'll be
think
more than
I'm thinking
that.
they're
It'll
I'm
it'll
thinking
be it'll be way
but
more
but
than that.
but what I'm thinking they're meaning by that, because I don't think what I'm talking about is the low, the low. There won't the way they're talking, and this is what I'm saying. The way they're talking, this is 120. That's it. That's the low. Like no 30, no 60. 120 the low and above. Anything up and above. But I don't.
It's probably gonna be the lowest 120. You'll probably still see some games at 60 for the entry level because 60 is still great.
Right,
But this won't. I think this generation that we get will focus more on frame rate than it will focus on resolution. Because let's be honest, the 4K that we're getting today, it's still checkerboard, it's still super sampled, it's still DLSS resolutions, which is not bad. Those are phenomenal resolutions and features to have in your gaming ability. But this is not going to be something that's like, if anyone's thinking that, even I'm even going to say the next generation of, I know this is an Xbox intricate podcast, but even for the next generation of PlayStation, if we think we're going to walk into a realm where we're going to get a $500 system for 10th generation, that's not happening.
right.
That's not PlayStation 6. I don't even see that thing being less than $800
Yeah.
easily. I
It's gonna be
don't.
lower. The price is gonna be lower than the Xbox for sure. But
I
I got
don't
it at
even I don't
yeah,
even
I
see
got it
that.
around
I don't with what's going on with AI today, the cost of RAM, just like everything in the world, everything that's just going on in this earth right now, and technology. Honestly, I'm surprised they're even talking about another generation for 10th, right? I think it's a little bit too early. um but we'll see. I mean, it's
Okay, let
just
me say something on that. I'm glad you brought that up. It's pivotal right now for Microsoft to come on out with another console because everybody knows the Series S and X didn't get a chance to live up to its greatness. The pandemic took all of this out. It even for everybody, it took everything out. But
yeah.
because Xbox has a point to prove, right? Everybody knows. It's no news if it ain't Xbox news.
I'll be
So
honest with you. You're. This is gonna sound
Xbox has
crazy,
to
but
prove something. So
they
the
made their
fact that
point. They made their
right, the
point
fact that
already.
PlayStation, Sony may give PlayStation, well, it ain't even made now. Sony's going to give PlayStation 6 a window of 2029 to 2030. I don't have it going past if that PlayStation 6 doesn't come out by 2030, I think it's doomed.
Honestly,
It's gonna
I
be
I don't
bad news.
I don't see them not coming out in 2029. I see them coming out somewhere around holiday 2028. If and I
No,
don't see
no,
that.
that's not happening.
I don't know.
They've already, that's not happening.
I
2020 because
I don't
what's
know.
happening, they've already said it. They're not at this very point, G Gaming. They're not even focusing on PlayStation 6 at all. At all. There
Well,
is no PlayStation 6.
there's always something in the works for these gaming developers, these big companies like Microsoft. There's always something. I mean, shit. There's probably even something going on with a Switch Pro too. Who knows? It's like There's
But
oh,
I
I mean,
mean,
look at
I'm not here to say there's nothing out there. They don't have like a blueprint. I believe they have a blueprint. But what I'm saying is they don't even have prototypes. There's no nothing. So
well,
it's because they're working on getting the PlayStation 4 fans to navigate. They're
yeah,
looking
but
at
that's I don't know how. I don't want to be rude. I don't want to be like rude on me comment because I'm for everybody. You like what you like. I like all of them. I like all the systems. I prefer PC, but I prefer just
but
good.
that's why I got you on today's show. I got you here because of that. I know that about you.
Ultimate, I like to post here. Ultimate Production made a very good statement here. The Steam
Mm.
machine is going to be priced compared to a PC. Uh, if you can get that back up, Steam machine here. The Steam machine is going to be priced compared to a PC, not a console. If the Xbox Project Helix is more powerful, even with its deals with AMD, it'll be pricey. He's probably right about that.
It's gonna be pricey.
Whether we like it or, and that's not just the generic. Like, okay, people hate when I give this analogy, but it's just it's true. I mean,
It's gonna be pricey.
I'm gonna bait. I know this is crazy to say this, and you're like, oh, these are two different dynamics, but I'm gonna say it anyways. If you look at the generation of when iPhone came out till today, the landscape of how iPhone marginalized the world, and it just grew and grew and grew, and now we're paying $1,200, $1,400 for an iPhone for like the best versions to get more memory in those things.
Right.
I mean, if we stay to this ideology of where we need a $500 or $600 or $800 console, I mean, $800 is pretty good for a console if you want to price it that. But like the $500 margin, all you're doing is just keeping yourself in a marginal area where the hardware can't be what it could be next to a PC,
Right.
and you're just limiting it itself to be something that it could be better. So if you stay in a front of only being $500, of course the consumer is going to buy it. I would. I mean, who wouldn't? But you're not. You're only limiting itself to what it can do for $500. When you add an extra 500 to it, and you make it 1,000, now you're starting to get into a ballpark of where, wow, we can actually do these ray tracing shaders. We can actually
Right.
make it be able, and then that's where you hear this. Well, this Xbox will be able to play PC games. That's massive. We've never ever been able to see an Xbox play PC titles and have those textures on a
Right.
console
On a
before.
console. Yeah.
You'd always have to wait a generation behind to get the PC version so you can put them on to your next generation experience,
This
because
is
then you
true.
have a little bit more hardware. But the fact that they're coming at you right now with all fists in front of you, like they're actually saying like, no, we got something here that can literally be its brother of PC, and it can, by the way, it can still do the same thing a PC does, but hey, for a lower price point of maybe $1,000 or $1,200. Now, people might say, I don't want to spend $1,000 on a console, but I'll be honest with you. What are we gonna do? Like, there's nothing that you can. I mean, a $500 console only limits it to its ability of what it could do for that moment of that generation, and we're already seeing these things, these consoles, already kind of being like to their limits already. Like we're already hearing, for example, we're already hearing uh, Grand Theft Auto 6 might not even be able to run uh, the game in 60 frames per second on a Series X or a PlayStation 5 Pro.
Right.
That's crazy. That's
Right.
these are $600-$700 consoles already.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So like to see substance like this, it kind of makes you think like, well, damn, if my Xbox Series X or my PlayStation 5 Pro that I've spent $500 or $750 now for a PS5 Pro, if it can't do 60 frames per second with a game that I've been looking forward to for nearly 13 years,
Right.
that's not good. That means I'm gonna
Right.
have to go out and either build a PC and wait for it to come out on PC because I know I'll get way more frames than the console will, or I'm gonna have to, you know, trade in my current generation and get the next generation just to get 60 frames. That's a big deal. I don't know. I mean, for people like me, if I want more frame rate and it can't do that, you're gonna have to sacrifice a little bit. And it is what it is. I mean, if we have to sacrifice 30 frames just to get Grand Theft Auto 6, I'll do it. I don't want to. I have no choice though, because I can't get the game on the PC right now. But
I
you know,
I agree with what no, I agree with Unlimited Production just said. The That's been the issue with consoles, right? People or devs, they're not pushing the limits because all this parity, all this stuff. And like I said, look, we
you said that one
understand
word,
that.
parody. That's a funny word.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it. Because we
It's
understand what's going on. And
There
it goes
definitely
back to
is
what
parody.
it goes back to what I was saying, right? This window of opportunity for Xbox is absolutely critical. If Sony giving Microsoft at least a 2-year window, two things must happen. One, get all your cross-play games out of the way as much as you possibly can, because it's still not going to be able to show what that next generation console is all about with the cross-gens. Now, I could be wrong with that just because of the simple fact that when any game hits that new Xbox console, you're getting the premium version of it, period. So I could be
Yeah.
wrong with that, right? I could be wrong with that. But second, in that next year, there should be some top quality games to premiere just for that console so that people can start saying, you know what? Man, that Xbox is looking pretty good. Man, you know what? You see that game? You see that game? Those trailers come out, man, you see that? Because the competition, and I love the way Sony keeps the hammer on Xbox. I love the way they do that. It doesn't make me mad because it makes me feel like, okay, Xbox, what are you gonna do about it, right?
Yeah.
And if the opportunities of time has
Hmm.
granted Xbox to be able to show itself in a way that's never been shown before, it needs to do that unapologetically. It needs to do that aggressively. And the last but least thing is, make sure you make the great games to back it up, because Xbox is going to be able to do PC games. It's going to be phenomenal. I don't know if it's true, Giuseppe, right? That's my boy. I don't know if it's true, Mario, but G Gaming, if if what we're hearing about PlayStation, it's games being taken off of PC. Because that was another thing I wanted to ask you.
That's such a
And
silly
and
move.
and
Such a
and,
silly
and
move.
right, if all these rumors are if false, then a lot of people gonna be looking stupid. But before I want you to elaborate on it. But if it's true that they stay on PC, where they done made almost $3 billion, right, from having their games
It's
on their platform.
it's about
If
2.37 billion in
right,
profit.
if exactly, if if Sony keeps that there, right, and Xbox is able to play the PlayStation games from their console, next generational console. To me, G Gaming, and to me, games and the Mighty Chat Pack, I feel like these rumors right now, these little rumors, because when you really think about it, they're really like saying the obvious. We know that Soros and Wolverine don't have a PC date on it, and so that we know that maybe the PC version may come later on down the road, but that
Who
may be just
knows?
because of right.
Ghost of
But that
Yote is supposedly not going to ever go come to PC now,
exactly.
which is
So
like crazy to me. Which is the
well,
I
Yeah, I
right.
call
What
it
I'm
cat.
saying is, I'm glad you said that. What I'm saying is, we use those three games for demonstrations, right? I think personally that what's going on, because we haven't heard Sony come out and say anything, but what
no.
I personally feel is that this is a fear of deep down PlayStation only fans, right? That have a very hard time, G Gaming, in their soul, that somebody can literally play PlayStation games and not have a PlayStation. I think this movement that is happening is based more off of that than anything unlimited production. And I don't care if anybody thinks I'm wrong, because
Well,
nobody should be acting this goofy.
I just
It's too goofy right now.
it's there's so much things to say about this move. It's just right now I mean they had a guy, Jason Schreider, I think, came out.
Yeah,
They
Jason
always say,
Schreier. Yeah,
yeah, good guy. I respect his opinions, but every time he comes out and he says something about Sony, it's like everyone believes his wording. And like he could be right. Yeah, Sony might be backing out of the PC industry, but this is what confuses the hell out of my brain is how could a company don't release their games day and date. They don't. Okay. And they saw a profit margin from doing this for making almost $2.37 billion in an industry that was by itself outside of the PlayStation world that still made money for them and still was profitable and they still had the ability to reach other gamers on the PC world and then say, you know what, we're just gonna back out of this and
Hey, GG.
we're just gonna focus on making games only to sell you a console so we can sell you more consoles and just to make a profit. And it just goes to show you that maybe the rumors, or not the rumors, that maybe it's true that Sony cannot profit off of not selling you a piece of hardware like Microsoft can profit off of saying, well, we could take the loss if we don't really make that much Xboxes and sell you an Xbox. We could just put it everywhere and be a third party. We can hit those margins. We could sell it to you on Game Pass and
G.
in Game Pass, So it's pretty.
But GG, but like Eric, like okay, so according to Jason
it's pretty
Schreier,
what?
right?
We lost you.
For
We
me,
lost you
Which one you lost?
when you said it's pretty, and then you went out.
You go ahead. Repeat. Go ahead.
No, you repeated it. You
yeah,
said
you
it was
repeated
pretty
it.
what?
What part did you miss?
That's what I'm
Pretty.
telling you. When you got the pretty, and that was it.
Oh, I said it's pretty crazy that Sony made this much money and then they're just gonna back out of making I guess they don't want to make billions of dollars somewhere
I
else.
think G Gaming is what J Max said, and I know a lot of people don't get it, but I get Sony. I've never ever doubted their ability to profoundly increase their perception ability. Sony knows that they cannot lose their perception, and it's a panic move. Just like when they did with Bungie, they thought getting Bungie was gonna be this thing that was gonna make everybody look bad,
Yeah,
and they
better than
collapsed on them.
Activision. Better than
If
Activision.
Yeah,
and what I'm
but
saying,
like
what I'm saying is, this would be a very, very bad move on Sony's part to play into the hand of this.
Yeah,
do you
Sony
know
is
why?
GG.
doing
Do you know why I don't believe this move? This is
Hold
why
on,
I don't.
GG.
Oh, let me just
Hold
because of
on.
that PC
explain.
controller that came out.
Yeah,
Not
it's
just
not
a,
about the PC controller.
not just a, hold on. Let me finish. The reason
Okay.
why I don't believe that Sony's gonna back out, not putting single player games that are already 3-4 years old, or a year old, or 2 years old, is simply this. This company literally says, "Oh, we're only going to put multiplayer games on the
Right,
PC that we make." If that was the case, why the hell are you canceling half your multiplayer experiences? What are you doing there? Like if you really were if you really were backing out of a deal when you were putting old PlayStation games on there that mind you are not day and date. They're coming out maybe a year or two after, 3 years after. They came out, some of these games that came out 6-7 years ago.
right,
They're not brand new experiences. Yes, maybe for the PC universe, but they're not like day and dates. You didn't come out with Spider-Man 3 and then boom, right to PC the day it came
right,
out. No, no, no. This is not what you're not doing moves like that. Only
Yeah,
right.
but
Microsoft is
yeah,
doing
that's
moves
just
like
true.
that. But
Yeah.
that's where I don't understand. But some of these people on Twitter are saying, "Oh, well, they're only going to put multiplayer games just on the PC," and I'm just like, "You sure?" Because
But one multiplayer game, you're right. The only multiplayer
they're
game,
canceling half of their shit.
right, and
They're
the only
closing up
successful,
studios.
right, and the only successful one is Helldivers 2.
but
They
legal.
just closed out Blueprint Games that
Point.
made most of their great experience that was remastered in that company. They just closed one of their best companies up that remastered phenomenal games. And they
But
and they
that's
it's
true.
just
That's true.
they're going backwards. They're not going forward. They're getting so taught, like they're just getting so
Yeah,
weird.
but Gigi, like I'm gonna say to legal and
Yep.
Gigi, listen. So if
It's you know, because you would think they would be praising that $2.7 billion because $2.7 billion can fund you a new AAA blockbuster game
Two
easily.
point
yeah,
two point three
yeah.
seven billion can start you a whole new generation of console.
I can't even hear me. But
Yeah,
Gigi,
it
but
can
Gigi,
because it costs about 600 or 700 million to do that. You're right.
Mhm.
You know that billion is ridiculous.
You could
yeah,
You're
think
exactly
but
right.
they
legal.
could
But see, you gotta understand, right? This
You're exactly
rumor.
right. I mean, this
Oh, you
this
can't hear me?
this Project
Oh,
Helix,
I
man.
can hear you, but
I,
I don't know if I don't know if
oh, Games, is he talking?
yeah, he's talking, brother.
Oh
Come back
my
out, yo,
God.
come out and come back in, brother.
Yeah, tell him he's got to go. Yeah,
Yeah, he just did that.
it's him again. So all of that was there. Connect something. I don't know what's going on. It was doing that on the last show with him, but because I don't hear him.
It's probably his connection.
Yeah, because I don't hear him at all. I didn't even know he was talking. So
Yeah, he's
forgive me,
been
y'all. I didn't
talking.
even know he was talking.
He's
Yeah,
been
and it
talking the
wasn't
whole
even
time. I feel
indicating.
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't even indicating. You know, normally I can see his voice indicator.
can you
I
hear
don't.
me? Can you hear me?
There you go, bro.
All
I
right,
can
all
hear
right.
you.
Make
I
sure
can
your
hear you.
connection's right.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you listen, this rumor, according to Paris and all of them, they said they heard it last summer. All right, cool. So they heard this last summer that they're going to put out the single player games of start making single player games on PC. Right? Cool. Now, the last single player game they ever did was Spider-Man 2. Right? And yeah, they did the Horizon Zero Dawn remaster, but
I thought it was God of War Ragnarok.
no, Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man
Was it
2.
Spider-Man 2?
Yes, because Spider-Man 2 came out after, Ragnarok.
Oh, you're
So,
right. Yep, you're correct. Yes, you are.
yeah. So according to these so-called insiders, right? Now, if that was the case, let's say it was the case that they put out the single-player games, they're not more putting more these single-player games on PC because nobody bought them, right? Okay, cool. Whose fault is that? It's your fault because you didn't put these games day and day. I said it again multiple times, right? PC gamers are cheap. They ain't going to buy your games full price. And most PC gamers are not going to buy a PlayStation 5 or 6 to play one or two games, right? Nobody's not doing that.
Not with their Steam collection or not.
And not in the Steam collection. Thank you. So it's just like they say they've been doing since last summer, but legal. They have one game every year. So basically, if Ghost of Yote is not coming to PC, so what's the point? Having a PC putting like
That's
these
a good
live service
point.
games.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Why
Oh,
can't
hold on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So what is the point doing that? And number two, what Gigi said too, right? This about the live service games, right? Cool. My dude. Sony. Let's go to your live service games, right? Concord flop, that was day one. Marathon is dying out right now.
People aren't even look. I didn't know it even came out today. Marathon.
Yeah, nobody even. I didn't know they came out today.
I found out from my boy Mooch. I was like, oh shit, Mooch just said Marathon came out. That's why.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that shit.
What was the game called? The Horizon Monster Hunter clone game. 2 people play that game. That game won't die. Fair Games is dead. Arrival. So what multiplayer games do you have? So this is my take, legal. None of this rumor is true. There's ain't no way that they're gonna stop putting games on PC like Ghost of Yote, Wolverine, especially games like Wolverine and Spider-Man 3 gonna cost over $200+ million, and the House of Mickey want their money. And if nobody buying that game, guess what? They lose a lot of money, right? Because Spider-Man 2 cost $300 million. They had to put on PC to get the profit back. So Look, man, Jason Schreier, right? Yes, a broken clock going to write twice a day. Yes, he leaked up the Blue Point clothing. But guess what? If you read the article, he is speculating that he heard sources. Sony did not came out and say, "Yeah, man, we're gonna pull out, man." No, they didn't say that. And
I
until
wouldn't pull out if I was Sony. I mean, if I was making almost close to $3 billion in profit,
yeah,
why would I pull out of that deal?
and
But the PC controller came out today.
yeah,
Yeah,
and the
the
What's
PC
the point of
controller
having
came
a
in.
control,
PC
and
controller?
I
We're
I
gonna
don't
play
was
know.
Fortnite
shocked.
on it?
I
I was
don't know,
shocked.
but
It has got this thing has haptic feedback. This thing has this. It has dual sense.
but but,
It
but,
has the same.
but I don't know though, because think about it, right? I don't know what. Listen, man. And listen, I'm not listening to now goddamn Jason Schreier. I'm going to listen to the CEO of Sony. They literally said they're going to provide PC
You know,
legal. If you watch, hold on, 2 seconds.
I got
Legal.
you.
If you go to the state of play, right? Legal. Every minute is PC and PS5.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
everything is
is.
PC and PS5.
It
Yes,
is.
I
It definitely
understand
is.
Tina is not their game. Fine. Go.
But this is why I think it's a desperation move, like me and J Mac is saying. You guys gotta understand, nobody's gonna fall for these Sony tricks.
I
And
would
we
agree
gotta
with that.
stop acting
I would
like
agree with that.
we have to stop acting like this is not a Sony attitude move, even if it happens. This is the
This is
blueprint. This is the blueprint
it's
movements. This will not surprise me.
it's
And
a
now that
rebuttal. It's a rebuttal movement.
right, and now that
It's almost like
Microsoft
they're taking back their king
and now that
in
Microsoft
chess.
has shown that it's for real with its next project. It gave it its name today, Project Helix, and it only showed this bad boy in 8 seconds. 8 seconds have shaken up
Well,
the whole world right now.
they
Eight
didn't show any
seconds.
console yet. They just showed the name. Well,
They showed the name.
that's the code name for it. That's not the final
That's
name
the
for it.
code name for it.
Yeah, they
They
always have
showed
code
the
names.
they showed the code name for the next generational Xbox, and all hell done broke loose. Just the code name. And
Yeah.
because of all hell broke loose, I gotta give Microsoft some props because this is the type of stuff that needs to happen for Xbox.
Well, that's
It
a great
has
thing
to
that you
happen.
it had. I'm glad you're bringing that. You're saying positive things about this future console. There's a lot of speculation in the gaming community that this could be the console that this new CEO. I don't know if I don't know how to pronounce her name properly.
Asha,
Asha. Okay,
yeah,
Asha is supposedly trying. They're saying that she's trying to go back to the OG ways of Xbox, where there was more exclusive only areas of that console. And it makes me wonder uh, if that would ever happen in that spectrum, because I would be okay with a move where if they took day and dates out of Game Pass, and you had to wait like a year to get those single player games in Game Pass. That would make me then say, okay, now I can go back to the narrative and really, if I have to buy the game, I'll buy it. Because right now, Game Pass doesn't give me the real, doesn't really give me the reason to say, why do I need to own your title? I can just buy it through. I can just get Game Pass and pay and save some
I
money.
got the answer to that. I got the answer to that.
Yeah, I'll let you. I'll let you get it in a bit. But so for that narrative, I would be okay with that. I wouldn't be mad if they got out day one and no more day and dates. I could reason with that. But if you do that, are you still gonna put all your games on PlayStation 5 and 6?
Right.
Then to me, you're kind of like
It doesn't
you're
matter. Yeah, it's not.
yeah, then it's
I'm
like
with you.
then it's not really a point of owning
Ineffective.
your
Right.
Xbox, or
It's ineffective.
I would just buy it on the PC, and
Exactly.
I'd support them there. But like when all these games you're seeing now, Fable going to PlayStation 5, and that's not, I don't know if that's coming out the day. Is that coming out the same day
I
it
think that's coming
launches?
out the same day, but not
Re-
Forza Horizon 6, and I don't even think Gears of War E-Day is gonna come out on PlayStation.
Look,
But
I'll be honest with you. I'm not mad that Fable's going to be
We got Halo
E for
campaign
everyone.
coming out on PlayStation.
I
Remember that
That's
too.
where, dude, they're giving their mascot up. Who the hell gives their mascot up to a person that got their mascot lost in Activision. That's nuts. Like I just feel like there's so much unorganization in
Right, right.
Xbox,
Let me
and
say this real
they
quick.
need to
Let me say this real quick.
establish. Give me 1 second. I know I speak a lot, but they
No,
need
you
to
good.
they need to establish an affirmative generation with this Xbox, and they need to be clear with this Xbox to tell us what is this generation of this new 10th generation going to look like out from the get-go, and they need to stick to their marginal wording with it. If they go off the cliff and they say, oh well, these exclusives are not selling and we need to put them elsewhere, you're not sticking to your marginal word. If you're going to stay exclusive, stay exclusive. And
Okay, no,
that's
I
how I
got
feel
that.
about that.
Look, for me, it's all about making sense. I understand that there's going to be games. Okay, I understand Microsoft's position. Okay, I'm not lost in it. As a publisher, there's going to be games that go on other platforms. As a publisher, and those games like Call of Duty, Minecraft, etc., nobody's saying keep those games exclusive. Nobody. But then you have games out here that are that are made in the image of Xbox, like you saying, Master Chief, Gears of War, Forza, and all these types of games. They're made out of the image of Xbox. For certain
Yeah.
one of those games to be exclusive, nobody's gonna be tripping off of that. You know why? Because it makes sense. Same goes with PlayStation. The only one that we don't trip off is Nintendo. But even if PlayStation put Helldivers 2 on Xbox, you know what?
Yeah.
That made sense. That's why the money's still working. But nobody over here on Xbox is saying, oh, PlayStation don't put God of War on Xbox. I don't
That's
understand
never
why they
gonna
won't put
that's
God.
that's
Nobody,
never gonna
everybody
happen.
has a proper understanding of where identity games reside at.
I mean, if
And for G
yeah,
gaming,
you're correct.
what you said, it's correct with Xbox. The problem with Xbox right now is an identity crisis. It's going
And
through an
it's
identity
also
crisis.
bad marketing. It's I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like bad with my word. It's shit marketing. Their marketing is absolute dog shit right now. I mean, look at the everything's an Xbox. Your TV's an Xbox. Your phone's an Xbox. This is an Xbox. They show a shoe that's not an Xbox. This is an Xbox. It's like, come on, you lost your identity. You don't know what the fuck you are, and that's just for a console. That's just. I mean,
That's too
it's
much,
just
ain't it?
it's all over the place. Like the
Yeah.
marketing is trash. It's not even Xbox lost its identity. It's so unorganized and so terrible. Like the marketing's not there anymore to the point where it just has to say we're this, we're that. We don't know what this is, but this is what this is. And it's like that's not the case. You guys just don't have good marketing, and you're not marketing it correct. Just market it the way anyone would market it. Market as it's here's the Xbox. This is the forefront of our gaming industry for Microsoft. And then we have the PC that is the backup of the rebut of what it could be more, and
Right.
just stick to the Xbox
And
or
show
stick
the
to the
expansion of
PC
it.
and
Right.
show the and if you want to show all the exclusives on the hybrid Xbox or the PC, go in between. You could do that, but that's still because Xbox and the PC, it's still the same ecosystem. I don't care what
Right.
anyone tells me. Oh, it's still the same.
No, that's right. Yeah.
It's still the same. It runs Windows. It's Microsoft. It's still the same ecosystem. I have the same. It's funny because I talk to Crap Gamer all the time, and we've been talking about this stuff all the time about I can't play PC because I don't like the software. I mean, it's Windows, dude. It's in the same ecosystem. You're not. It's not like you're moving somewhere else to a different region or not. It's the same ecosystem, but just different fonts. That's it. And at the end of the day, if they can just hone into that message and get, they just need to get Xbox's identity back. It doesn't feel like a games console anymore. It feels like a marketing tool specifically for gamers to somewhat enjoy, but not sure if they really need it anymore. That's where it's identity. It's like identity crisis right now. It should just be a system that was sticking to the exclusive. What they should have done was they should have just honed in on the price. They should have lowered the price If it was at $499, they should have lowered that shit to $399. Maybe, stick to the Series S a little bit. I don't know, but those two generations, those Series S and X, just like terrible marketing. We don't need a low end or a high end. Just make one version, a discless version and a digital version, two different prices. Call it a day. You have all the power now, all the narrative. You stick to that narrative, and you run with that generation, and you just throw everything in that box that you can, and still say, hey, well, this is. And then you should have marketed it like this. The best way to play our games is with Xbox because it's the most affordable way to get the experience instead of building a PC. They
I
could
got a
just
question for you. In
they never did
PC,
that.
are there tiers in PC? Is
What do
there
you
a
mean
high
tier?
end, a mid, and a low tier?
There are, and it doesn't really work like that in terms of console tiers. It works like that in graphics cards. There's a low end, would be the 50, which would be the 5060 or the 5050 if you really want to go that low. And then there's tiers that are 5060, then the 5060 Ti, then the 5070 Ti. Then you have the AMD cards, which is the 6900. Then they have the 90,
Okay.
the 90, I think the 9070 XT something. And then they have like, so there's all different it's the
I
cards
got a
that go
question for
by.
you. I got a question
Yeah.
for you then. What is the most popular PlayStation right now? What tier?
It's just the
Is it the
basic. It's the
that's the
basic
base
PlayStation 5. That's the one that made them the 92.2 million.
the
How many
basic
people? Yeah, it's the
the
basic
basic.
one.
Okay, but is there a PlayStation Pro that exists?
There is, yeah.
And who is it? Who does that target?
It's
What
targeted for
what kind of
it,
audience?
it's targeted for the mainstream hardcore people like
That's
me,
right.
probably
That's right.
a person like you. It's
That's
only for
right.
the hardcore fans who want the best out of the ability of the games because that's how they targeted it for.
Right.
They're not.
So my point is this. Does it hurt that they make sure they cover grounds of almost a variety of gamers? Does it hurt the brand or does it make it spread more? Does it give it more quality? Because to me, you can make two versions because Xbox has always made two versions. But
I
like you
didn't frame
said,
it. I didn't
but
frame it right.
no,
Go,
no, hold on.
go
The
ahead.
Xbox has always made two versions all the time. Even in the 360, the only time what you're saying is correct was with the OG Xbox. It was only the only one there. That was it, right? But when the 360 came out, we had all kinds of editions. Arcade edition. We had the 4
Yeah,
gigabyte
but
edition.
those additions were the same exact hardware inside. The
Yes,
specs
the
of those
only
didn't change.
difference,
That's what I'm
right?
trying to tell you.
But but
We
look,
got a low end Xbox, which was the entry level of a series console, and then you got the high end series console. And what did that do? That just brought parity. That brought developers not wanting to work on the S version, and it delayed some of these games that came out on the PlayStation 5 like clockwork and marketed there better. That goes that you having a low end and then having a high end only jeopardizes your marketing for the future of that generation of that console. Why
okay, I got
if that
something to tell you.
but here's the thing, if a low end Xbox worked really well, how come Sony hasn't done that shit?
What do you
And
mean? You just told me that the vanilla PlayStation
nah,
is the one that sells the most.
but the vanilla PlayStation is already higher end than the Series S. It's already at a tier where you can get good ass experience on that. You don't have to sacrifice frame rates. You don't have to sacrifice VRAM. You don't have to sacrifice an experience that can already just do it. Okay, the Series S can barely run shaders on that shit half the time. That's what I'm
But
trying
that's
to
not
tell you.
true. That's a developer problem.
That is a
Because look,
developer issue. You are
but
correct. It's
look, but look,
laziness.
that's not the hardware problem. That's a develop because if the Series S was that garbage, Grand Theft Auto 6 wouldn't be coming up on it.
I
The
agree with you.
the
It's
fact
probably
so
yeah.
it's not the problem is certain developers and what their expertise can do. But to meet you halfway, Microsoft needs to make what should make a better console that exemplifies that. If you know that there's a lack of strength in these developers, make a console that kind of You know, it can be on the low end, but make sure you cover that ground to where these developers can at least utilize a lot
And
more
that's the problem that's
where the
happening.
gap
That
isn't that bad
yes,
off.
that's the
Be-
problem. That the gap is way
yeah,
off for a
the gap is
Series
off.
X.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember
But
talking.
I want
I
to tell
remember
you something.
talking. Go
But
ahead.
I want to tell you something before you say something. The X sold over it's like it's at a 68, 67% realm. So this remember when everybody kept saying nobody's gonna buy that Series X, it costs too much. That's a damn lie. It's the most selling console on the Xbox brand. As to where on PlayStation, it's total opposite.
Yeah.
Just like Game Pass Ultimate. Game
Well, it's
Pass
also
Ultimate,
it's great
70%,
marketing, man.
70
It's the marketing
70%
is
of people on
phenomenal.
Xbox pay for the highest tier of gaming service. It's the opposite on PlayStation. So when we're comparing the two, we can't even compare the two audiences the same because
It's
they buy differently.
but
So
it's
when I'm
also
talking about this,
marketing. It's
right?
marketing. The
When I'm
marketing
talking about
is phenomenal. I mean, go
when I'm
ahead.
talking about this next project Helix, right? And me and you both agree that it's going to sit somewhere at least around 1,000 to 1,200. Easy. It's going to sit around there. To me, that's my opinion, right? If it's going to sit around there, right, it's going to have to be exceptionally well. It cannot have no certified weaknesses in it. It's going to have to be performing at an
It's gonna
awesome premium performance. It's
it
going to have to captivate people.
my friend,
Microsoft doesn't have any more room for something like a Series S console. They don't have no more room for that.
it has to have if this next generation of Xbox comes out and they don't do it this way, I'm about to tell you what they need to do. Market the shit out of it. Market it so well. If you cannot market this thing, you do not have an 11th generation Xbox. It's done after this. I don't see 11th generation unless if they market the Xbox hybrid that they're making and give a reason why it's the price, what it can do, and market it really well. Marketing, look, I'm going to be honest with you. You know why PlayStation 5 is winning? In this console generation is because it's doing the same thing it did with PS4 and it's doing the same thing that the original OG that made it the way it is today. Xbox 360. Look at how that thing was marketed. It was marketed to perfection. Okay. What did Sony do? Boop, boop, boop. They just came in, they gobbled up that idea of the marketing, third party exclusives, all doing all this stuff, putting everything in there, 6 months exclusivity, all this other goodies inside of it. And people went to that. They flocked over there to PS4. And they're doing the same shit with PlayStation 5, just a different design. And they're doing it for the next generation. And they're probably going to do it for PlayStation 6. And if they have better marketing than this next generation hybrid Xbox that can literally play PC games and they can't market that to people, that's a problem. That's a massive, massive problem.
So
You
what's wrong
have
with
a
it then?
problem.
What's
It's
wrong with the console not being able to make games?
it's not that they can't make games. It's that they just don't have
I
the
beg to differ. There's Naughty
they make
Dog or none
great
of them.
game. They
The
make great
only sucker
which
punch,
what are you
only
talking about? Are we
sucker
talking about
punch.
PlayStation games or Xbox
Right.
exclusives? What are you talking about?
PlayStation. That's what I'm talking about. Why is it that they can't make games if everything is so excellent and their marketing is excellent? Why is there no new
Because
games
they're
for
because they're
PlayStation 5?
because they're focusing on what makes them money and it's third party. It's not first party. It's third party.
Well, I'll
Third
be
party
damned.
Third parties making them their billions. They have third party this. Dude, look at the accessories you
I
got for
love when
PlayStation.
somebody says the truth.
Look at the third party accessories for PlayStation. I shit you not. You go into a Best Buy, you see a controller for like
You made my man Mike
you
Johnson mad because you told the truth.
well, I'm being honest. I can't lie. When I'm honest, I'm honest. But like look at the generation of headsets. This headset only works for the PlayStation, but it don't work for Xbox. Why is that? Why is that?
Oh
You can
no,
make
because Xbox does that too. That's just fair
Yeah,
game.
but they do that because they want to sell you a brand extinguished to that separate brand of that system. They want to make you think, but they could easily make headsets work for every single thing that you buy
Well,
one
that's
headset, it
called
works for.
partnership. That's called partnerships.
Yes,
When partnerships happen, it's gonna be like that.
there's more
All
money in
headsets are
branding it
not
just
like
for
that.
yourself.
All headsets are not like that, but when Microsoft makes a partnership, says, "Hey, we want to come in here and make a partnership. Let's make a specialized headset for our community." That's what that is. When you
That's
see that,
true. Yes,
yeah,
but accessories make them the most money back and software and services. Selling you a console ain't gonna make them make. It's not making Sony hundreds of billions of dollars. If this gaming community thinks that selling you a console is making you a ton of money, it's not. It's your services, it's your
that's
games, it's your
correct.
third party deals, it's your licenses, it's the Marvel licenses that's making them bank. They're making so much money off of that. They're advertising it like it's Krispy Kreme donut, and they're selling pretty damn good and fresh. But at the same time, this is a company who has literally took the campaign, the marketing campaigning from the 360, and they have rode that road to success for the last 15 years, just about. And Sony can't see why they're doing. Microsoft can't see why they're doing bad now. Their
But
marketing is
but
shit.
but I have to digress, right? That's the perception because we all know that PlayStation 3 hurt them. And we all know that it wasn't until PlayStation 4 was done that they got their money back from the PlayStation 3. And then the PlayStation 5 came out and it couldn't hold. I don't know what that is in the background. I get that's your video game. But it couldn't hold its
I'll lower this.
integrity. It couldn't hold its integrity because when Jim Ryan came out and said we believe in generations, that flunked in this first month. So the PlayStation 5 was not a true generational concept, nor did it end up being a true RDNA 2.0 console, but it became a console that was crossplay.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
not crossplay,
it
but
had
cross gen.
it had one thing
So,
the Xbox didn't have. It had great marketing from the 360. It's still, dude. It's if you look at
but listen to what I'm saying.
marketing is everything,
The
brother.
the
Marketing is
marketing is not,
everything.
but the marketing is not helping the PlayStation 5. Right now, Sony is having a problem gravitating their PlayStation 4 fans to PlayStation 5. So they can market the hell out of this
Well, that's
console.
just
They
that's
they
just
can make
unfortunately
listen to me. They can market the hell out of this console, right? But they're not even marketing the hell out of it no more. They just stopped.
they
They
don't
done
need
stopped
to.
talking about they done stopped talking about the PlayStation Plus numbers. They done stop talking about console sales as much. None of that stuff matters. They know it don't matter. What they're trying to do now is get PlayStation fans to gravitate over to PlayStation 5. And the reason why it's hard for them to do that is because the PlayStation 5 is a cross-gen console and it gives them no incentive to change when your games are literally cross-generational.
Well,
Why
did
is
they?
anybody
Let me
going
ask
to
you this
go
question:
buy
Did they
why would
make it?
anybody go buy a PlayStation 5 when they're getting an exact game on PlayStation 4 and the graphical differences are not that great anyway?
Well,
Right?
is this
You
year's?
just admitted that. You just
No, I
admitted
agree
that.
with you.
Right.
Is this okay? I'm not sure of this because I haven't had my PlayStation 4 Pro in hell since I sold my PlayStation 4 Pro to for my PlayStation 5. But when is the new generation of Call of Duty on PlayStation 4?
Say what?
Can we get Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty right now, Black Ops 7? Can you get that on PlayStation 4? Is that still on PlayStation? Is that on PlayStation 4? Because I don't think it is. So that I don't know. I'm not even sure if that is the case. But like, if it we're already 5 years, soon to be 6 November of this year. We're gonna be 6 years into this generation. PlayStation 4 has been out since 2013. We're already past 10 years of that console. We're on like we're at 16 years almost for this console. PlayStation 4 is like a 14-year-old system, give or take. So that generation is it's done. It's over. It's not like if people can't move to it, then that means it's not marketing. It's just unfortunately maybe that person can't afford a $500, a $600, a $750 PlayStation 5 Pro. They can't afford $70 games. Times are rough right now.
So
You
stop
know,
right there. So stop right there. You see, when I bring somebody into direct gaming who is innocent, they make my points. So nobody's gonna refute what G Gaming just said. G Gaming just admitted that the pockets are short. Haven't we not said that before? G
yes,
Gaming
it
has just
is.
admitted that it's the PlayStation fans that are basically the problem, because if they can't afford
No,
to
I
buy
wouldn't call them a
games,
problem. No, I wouldn't call them a problem. They're done. You
no,
know,
no, no. Listen to what I'm saying. It's a problem because if the PlayStation fans cannot afford a next generational console or the price of video games, the problem is how is Sony going to proceed with another console? That's exactly what I talked about yesterday.
oh, they
The
will
fact,
proceed
the
though.
fact, the problem with PlayStation has nothing to do with nobody else. Nobody else. The problem with PlayStation is its own base. And Sony right now, with these rumors about, PlayStation not putting their games on PC, it's what J Max said. It's a fear tactic move. Because if you are able to play PlayStation games off the PlayStation, it literally, see, they already did this with Xbox, right? And it didn't work. See,
You mean cross play?
no, hear me out. Hear me out.
Mike Johnson
They
on
did
his
this with
shit again.
Xbox. Say what? Say,
Mike Johnson said new legal, that's a lie.
I'm not worried about what Mike Johnson said. Listen,
Who's Mike
they
Johnson?
already played this. They already played this the flute for Xbox with the
You got it.
why do
They
we need to
played
get
the
an
fiddle.
Xbox?
They played the fiddle. Get it?
They,
Play the
there you
fiddle.
go. They played the fiddle. There you go. They played the fiddle for Xbox with the why I need to get an Xbox when I get a PC, right?
Jesus,
They
my
did that. They
God.
already did that. But it did not work. You see that the Xbox Series S and S are selling. Microsoft still got 54 million out here on the market. So that didn't work.
I
Nobody
can
cared. They kept
Dorian.
buying, right?
I
When people hear
new
me
legal.
out.
Hold up. I think you're right though. I just looked it up. Call of Duty
Yeah,
Black Ops 7 is on PS. That's crazy, bro. Why the
yeah.
fuck is
So and
that's
watch
crazy?
this.
Holy
They
fuck.
said that Game Pass was gonna hurt everybody. Game Pass was gonna hurt the industry. Game Pass is at 40 million, just like I said last year. At the end of that year, did I not, Resident Gamer? I said I'm gonna roll the dice and say
Yes,
at the
sir.
end of this year we're gonna hit 40 million. Did I not say it? People like Mike Johnson was on the show when I was saying it. Nah, it ain't hitting no 40 million.
Mike
People like
Johnson.
Mike Johnson, so y'all know not to listen to Mike Johnson.
Dude, that's
I,
crazy.
I said 40 million. They're at 40 million. So guess what I'm going to say this year?
50
They're going to
million.
hit 50 million. And here's the thing.
If they have a
I
new
give
tier,
credit to Realist. I give credit to Realist because he told me, legal, if they get over 40 million to 50 million, and this was way before we even knew this, there's a possibility they're going to take the paywall out. Look what's about to happen.
they got to do
Look,
that.
look what's about to happen. Because you're making so much money, you don't need to charge people multiplayer games anymore. You
No,
got these free-to-play games that are bigger than platforms. Minecraft,
the microtransactions pays for itself.
Fortnite, Roblox, PUBG, Call of Duty. These games are bigger than the platforms, and guess who owns a lot of them? Microsoft. So you can hate
Yeah.
Microsoft all day long. You can say Xbox is dead all day long. But guess what you're not going to say? They're not making that money all day long.
Which makes
They're
them owns
making
this.
money all day long, and they're making money on your preferred platform because if they take those games off your platform, you're dead. Your
Well, look at
platform
this. Look
died.
at this. This is what I mean, people might not think this is accurate, but I'm going to say it anyways. We're talking about, the PS4 platformers, the gamers out there. There's only
That's right,
on
Cygnus. That's true.
PC gaming on this is how many gamers there are on PC. There's between 936 million to 1.1 billion.
That's right.
That's a
And
lot
and,
of
and, and you know
people.
what? And you want to know what's sad? You want to know what's sad?
You can get
Everybody
a
talks about, no, I'm going to be for real. Everybody
wow.
makes fun of, everybody points fingers at PlayStation fans and tell them how small a percentage they play the exclusive. But the PC community is horrible when it comes to percentage wise. He just said there's over a billion. There's over a billion people. We already know it's like what, 3 billion?
Microsoft don't even need. They don't even need
But
the
the
Sony.
PC community, when you
Dude, they
look
don't
at
even
games,
need. They don't even need the Sony community to play Call of Duty to feel
no, they don't.
invested.
We already
They,
said that.
I mean, they
The
don't even need
PC,
them.
right?
If
The
they
PC
wanted to,
community
they're not
alone,
going to do that. They're not going to do that. 'Cause that's not how they
no,
work. But because
no.
they want to put their games out there. They know the money is in being a multi-plat consumer prodigy. You
The
know, they want to
reason why it doesn't make
they
any
want.
sense is because Call of Duty was already third-party game.
And that's true. It would be weird if he just made it exclusive.
It,
That would
it,
be
that,
weird
that
to me.
doesn't make them. It's not gonna. Okay, this is what I'm talking about.
By the
Press
way,
Patel just came
Call
out,
of Duty on a
right?
PC is amazing. I don't know if you ever played Call of Duty
Matt
on a
Press
PC or
Patel
anything.
just came out the other day and just told everybody, if this is true, right? Let's just say PlayStation pulls their games off because of they see a threat coming with the next Xbox console, right? And when they pull their games off of their PC and they go back to doing their exclusive content, their fan base don't buy enough games to where it don't even matter no way. Gets G gaming. Them doing this is not gonna change nothing. Okay, that's how ineffective now the narrative for PlayStation
But
is.
it
That's
goes
what I'm
back to
trying
that
to tell
narrative.
people.
But look, if there's
What's up,
almost
Trey? The
it goes.
narrative
This
is
is what
gone.
no. But
The
here's
impact of whatever
here's
the
what
impact.
psychological. It goes. Hold on, let me just finish for a second.
Go ahead.
This is what kills me. If these rumors are true, going back to the PC, PlayStation going away from the putting their exclusives out like away from the PC. If that narrative is true, why would they do that when there's nearly 1.1 billion PC gamer?
Because
Billion with a
nobody is
B.
playing their
Billion with the
That's
B.
G
Yep.
gaming. G
that's
gaming. Let me get this through.
psychological. No, let me
Let me
finish.
get this through to you.
That's psychologically fucking stupid.
G gaming. Listen to me, man. Nobody in the PC community is buying their games, bro. I don't know who you. I don't. You say you
I
talking to
mean,
Crap Gamer? I don't know why
2.3,
Crap
2
Gamer ain't telling you that. You talking to
2.37.
Mooch?
No, he
I
is
don't know
telling me
why
that. He
Mooch
is,
ain't telling you that.
but
But
Mooch,
the
well,
but the but the numbers have come out, right? PC gamers are not interested in these PlayStation games.
they're into it. They're into their games. They just don't want to buy their hardware. Why are they gonna?
No, no,
Why is
no,
someone
G
like?
gaming. Listen to
But
me.
no, look, I'm
They're
telling you right
not
now.
into their games, bro.
They're into their games. They're into their games.
G gaming. Listen to me, bro. I'm gonna send you the information. They are not buying their games.
Well, look,
Okay.
let's see if we're let's see. But
The
at the end of
only
the day,
game, the only game that is successful on PC is Helldivers 2.
yeah, that's what made them their two. That's what
So
made them
this is what
get the money from. It was
the rumor,
microtrans.
right? This is why the rumor has that rumor going along with it. They're saying, well, it's because the PC gamers aren't even buying their games. So it ain't even gonna matter anymore. That's what I'm trying to tell
Well,
you.
look,
It's
let's look
If,
at
also
how
if
this
because
this
PC
happens.
PC
Right.
gamers want day and date, and Sony's not doing that, and that's
Yeah,
kind
they
of
rather
rubbing
have
them the
games.
wrong way.
Nobody
I'll be
exactly,
honest with
Rez.
you. I'll be honest with you. If Sony did day and date, that you're not going to probably believe me in this, but I think if Sony did day and date, they would outshine Xbox's day and date. They would
I
blow them
mean, they
out the
probably
fucking. They
could.
would blow them out the fucking water.
They probably could. But why
Their
are they
stories are
not
so
doing it?
dynamic
Why are
because
they
they
not
want to.
doing it?
Because they don't have the strategic ability and the criticism to say, well, we need to sell you. They need to sell you a box, a console. That's
They
where
want
their
to
bread.
sell you on
They want to.
PS5 first. Yep,
They want to sell you.
exactly.
They want to sell you a piece of hardware that's stationed to its ability of only what it can do. And they know that PCs can do more than what their PlayStation can do, and they're aware of that. But they don't care. They want to sell you an under-functional box that's underpowered to the
You
ability
know
of
what
what
I'm
they can
gonna
only
say?
do.
And a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. But see, I'm in
That
reality mode.
freezes and crashes constantly with different games. Yeah, I know.
And I'm just gonna be I'm gonna be in reality mode right now. I know deep down why PlayStation don't put their games day and date on PC.
They would lose a lot of
Because I'm
money.
about to say it again. I'm about to say it again. If you put your games day and date on PC, what is the incentive of owning a PlayStation 5 at that point?
It's
You're
still
going to
no.
give
You got
away,
a point there, but it's still more
you're going to
affordable to
give
buy
away
that
your
than a
best
PC.
version because that's all they have. See, Xbox is not dependent on the console. PlayStation is, I mean, Sony depends on that console. So it's not, it's common sense. Why would I put my best product on the opposite platform day and day to where they can sit here now and compare the two and say, well, damn, every time a new game comes out, why so serious? The result is, oh, plays better on PC. Oh, well, it plays better on PC. Look, we got to stop acting like we don't know our history. This is the same reason why PlayStation did not want to save and
Because they wanted to
crossplay
keep the money in
with
their
Call of
pockets.
Duty.
They wanted to keep
They
that
told
money in their
Activision,
pockets.
look, we'll play Call of Duty, but you're gonna have to put it solely on our console, and we don't want to crossplay.
It's why they
How does that
money
make any
hack games
sense?
too, because they're like, we don't want to put on
Because
Xbox. Yep.
Right, because they knew if they brought their players over to the Xbox group, they know they're gonna get their face smashed in. They
Yeah, but
didn't
you want
have
to know what's
competitive
crazy?
controllers.
If
That's why they had to get all these competitive controllers made.
But look,
They
this is
did
this
this.
is this is the crazy part. If Sony were smart, I mean, they're smart when it comes to their marketing of their PlayStation. But if they were even more smarter, they wouldn't back out of taking their games off a PC. If this next look at this shit, if this next Xbox can play PC games, they would be smart enough to say, you know what, we have an ability to make some billions here. What if we just did this? What if we said, okay, Xbox gamers, if you want to play our games on your system, you have to pay full price $70 for these ports that are PC that will work on your Xbox in order to play them. But
And we also got to stop acting like
they don't go down
consoles are
that
not
narrative.
PCs. They're
Dude, everything's a
PCs that are
PC.
just
Everything's a
optimized.
PC. Our phones are little PCs in
That's
our hand.
right. That's right.
The PlayStation 5 has PC architecture. The
There you go.
Xbox, the Series, it's PC architecture.
That's right. That's
Everything
right.
is PC. The new Mac.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm probably gonna get mad. People are gonna get mad at me for
Exactly.
saying this, but the new MacBook Neo, that's a PC architecture. It just
That's
uses
right.
Apple Silicon, but it's
That's
based
right.
off of a PC. It's PC
That's right.
infrastructure. It's
That's
just
right.
Facts.
more. It's just more concern. It's just, but we're all gonna
You're
act like it's just crazy, man. This
you're right.
whole. It's like there's a reason why Microsoft doesn't care about selling you an Xbox anymore
That's right.
because they know the money is not selling you a console. It's selling you services,
Yeah.
games, and experiences. And if you want to get that experience on your PC, sure,
Facts.
fine.
Facts. Hey, Hydra. Hell, Hydra. That's facts, bro. We just don't. And that's the identity of the Xbox. Just like Sega fans. Sega fans just didn't like Nintendo games. And there wasn't nothing that Nintendo could do to change their mind. It just wasn't into jumping on Goombas every day. We wanted, they wanted,
Legal.
it's true.
Wait, he said Xbox players really don't like PlayStation games. I don't know about that. I'm an Xbox player. And I fucking love
No,
PlayStation
it's
games.
true. You're an exception. We're not talking about you.
I love
We're talking about
PlayStation titles.
the core audience of Xbox gamers that what made Xbox what it is. The identity of Xbox games was the sole successor of
I will.
Sega's spirit, right? From
I
the
respect that.
Dreamcast.
I respect that, and
That's what
I
he's talking
respect that.
about.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect
And
that,
it's the
Tyler.
same with PlayStation fans.
Yeah,
You
I
got
respect that.
PlayStation fans that just don't like Xbox games.
You see,
And,
here's the
but
thing,
but the
though.
thing is, hold on, G Gaming. But the thing is, that's the spirit of the brands. That's the spirit of the brands. Now, if you're like G Gaming and you say, you know, hey, I'm just gonna get this and get this and get this because I'm just a fan of gaming, you have gamers like G Gaming who doesn't mind. But guess what, G Gaming? But deep down, I'm gonna tell you what G Gaming consoles are doing right now. They're sitting collecting dust. You know why?
You're absolutely correct. The
Because
PlayStation is.
because I used to be a multi-console owner, but because G Gaming, my dearest friend over here, is really an OG PC gamer. So he plays on his PC. He plays on
I'll tell you right now. If we didn't have Game Pass, I don't think I'd be able to do the things I'm doing on PC now. I have to buy all the versions of the PC
facts.
version, but I like unlocking achievements still.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that shit.
See,
But
with me, I've turned all my consoles into handhelds.
that's
I've
cool.
just said to myself, you know what? I don't play my Switch. I damn sure ain't buying no PlayStation.
I returned my
You know
Switch
what?
too.
I
I
I
think
got a
returned
raw.
mine.
I got a raw Ally. I got a LG Logitech G Cloud, and I got a raw Ally X for any of my PC games that I may not make. Then I got my Xbox, right, where on my red browser I can play GeForce Now games, and I can bring my Steam games over to GeForce Now, and I proved that with Black Myth Wukong. So I'm not people. The thing is, people don't know the products that they buy. Range G4 with Xbox, I can do so much more. Unlimited production, title
You know,
free.
I
People
don't think
really just don't know the capabilities of what they can do with Xbox.
I don't think my
yeah.
I don't really need a play. I don't really need another
I
console.
think Play Anywhere is a great feature too. Like
oh, it's
the ability to buy
fantastic.
one game on all platforms.
And
Like
not
that
have to
should have we
buy it
should have had
again.
that for a long time. Yeah.
Facts.
That's a fantastic industry to be in. You buy it once, you have it forever. It's in the cloud. You uninstall it and uninstall it. It's there. Oh, and by the way, you don't have to pay for cloud storage for your games.
Nope.
Whereas Sony, they charge you to have your cloud storage. Like,
But
come
why
on,
is
man.
that? Why is
Because
that? Let's so
it's simple.
let's
Because
just don't say it. There's a reason.
they don't have the infrastructure to do it.
And they're desperate for the money
And
too. Yeah.
they're desperate. I
And
don't
they're
blame them.
electronic company.
And they're
They're
electronics. But
electronic
look,
company
but here's
first.
the thing, and I think they're scared of doing this. They feel like if they put their games on PC, they could easily get in touch with a company, maybe not Microsoft, but a company who works as a third party provider with Windows platform. They can easily say, "Hey, we want to work with you to build an application for the PC market,
Look
and we
at
want to
that
be able,
beauty.
we want to be able for you guys to literally be able to play your games through the PlayStation Network account, and you log into your PC onto the PlayStation to be able to still buy your games from the PlayStation Store all on PC." They could easily hire someone to do that. And that's another infrastructure that they can bring to the masses of the whole world where gamers can still play their games and support them if they don't want to support their hardware. And they can
I
grow
want to
that
I want to take
industry.
I want to take a pause, right? I just want to say thank you, Resident Gamer Zero, for this awesome gift. I got another collection to add to my
Isn't it
legendary.
amazing, dude? It's a great
I
piece.
remember this. I remember this. And I wanted the Coltrane to go next to him. And I'm thinking about getting the Coltrane to go next to him. But this is gonna be an essential part to my Gears of War 3 legendary career that I had. So I want to say thank you, man. This really came in the mail. This shocked me, bro. And I told you I was gonna represent it tonight. You popped in. I didn't think you was gonna come. But you popped in, and I'm glad you're here for me to say this to you, man. I appreciate this, brother. Hey, man, you're doing great things out here in the Xbox community. Yesterday you gave away uh, Resident
Yep.
Evil
Gave away a
Requiem.
free copy of Requiem last night. You missed that, G's Gaming.
That's a
Yeah,
great game.
I think
I
you're
would like
doing
to get a
fabulous
copy.
work. You're hyper. You're excited about the possibilities of next
Bro,
Xbox game.
Helix. Oh my gosh, dude. You guys, oh man. I'm so excited for
I'm
Helix.
excited to see what the size of it's gonna be.
Yeah, just the look of it, you
I
know.
really want to know. I really want to know: is it going to be an all digital console? Because it probably will. I don't think the 10th generation is not going to have a
Yeah,
disc
it's
drive.
it there might be two SKUs like they did with the series where it'll be the disc version and a non-disc version. That would make
Yeah,
sense
you have
more,
to
more
keep
sense to
physical.
me.
It makes me
Yeah,
wonder
you
on the
have to keep
name.
physical an option. It's until
Yeah,
there's no
look,
more.
if they add like a little USB drive, USB C drive to it where you connect to it, you could play your game. That's fine. I don't even care. I play most of my games digital, anyways. But
Why
at
so
this,
serious? Killing me tonight. It's
but at,
probably a cylinder.
you never know.
You got to look at the history. Like the last two generations, they've done two SKUs, so it would make sense to do two SKUs again.
I would like
You
two
know.
SKUs. I would like two SKUs, but I would like to be two SKUs of the same exact spec hardware. If you're gonna do, I
It's
want the same exact power. I don't
He's
want.
like what
yes.
I said.
I don't
He's like
want
They're
what I
gonna
said
do
all-in.
years
that,
ago,
and I think
GK.
I
they're gonna have OEM hardware too, where it's gonna be like
Yes,
an ASUS or MSI
you're
like
right.
build as well. Yeah.
That's fine. That's
I
fine. But
say go back. I say go back to where you make two SKUs of the same common. The one that's cheaper just has the less memory. Remember those days? You
also,
you
it's
you.
the name too. I mean, what's? I mean, can you imagine? I doubt this is gonna happen. But like, can you imagine if they come out with the name and it's called like Xbox 720? with the
Man,
Xbox
bro,
with the Series X.
I'm
Can you
finna kick this dude.
imagine,
This dude being
bro?
I'm finna kick
Can
this
you
dude off of
imagine,
DIRREC
bro?
gaming, man.
No, can
This
you
dude said
imagine that
Xbox
though?
720.
Yo,
Man,
can you
that's the
imagine that
oldest. That's
though,
one of the oldest code
bro?
name generic code names for Xbox, man.
But
Well,
can you
here's the
imagine
thing.
if
They
they did
called
that? Because
Series X Series Project Scarlet, right? So if the H is the same, like, or I don't know if that's coincidence, but if Helix starts off with the name of the console, I wonder what the H stands for. That'd
well,
be
there's a
interesting to
rumor
think
going
about.
around. The rumor goes around. I think the people who are making this piece of hardware are the Surface team for Windows.
Oh, they always are. This
Yeah,
is
it's
this.
Windows. Yeah, it's the Windows and Xbox team. Yep, you're
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
So that being said, these the people who made 360?
no,
No? Okay. Then
different
yeah,
team.
they
Yeah, this is
okay.
a brand
Yeah,
new
I could.
different
Let me
team.
look that up.
Oh, it's a
So
brand new different team. Brand new different team.
so that being
This
said though,
these are the people that came in to make them the
I
first
just hope the name
successful
is
Surface
catchy.
Pros.
I hope
When they
it's
started making the
catchy.
first successful Surface Pros, that's that team.
I hope it's a really catchy name to where it catches people off guard.
I
Like,
just
wow,
want it to be called Xbox, man. We don't
I
need
mean,
no catchy names. We don't need no
if
alias names.
if it's
Just
just called,
Xbox,
if
bro.
it's just Xbox, then just that's fine with. I'm fine with that. But people are they're gonna critique and be like, oh, is this the OG Xbox again? What is this? Is this like, how do you go from, technically this would be the fourth generation Xbox? Or are we on the fourth generation right now of
Yeah, you're
Xbox?
right. I think so. For Xbox OG Xbox 360, Xbox One, we're on the fifth.
We're on the
We're on the fifth.
fifth.
We're on the fifth.
Xbox OG, Xbox 360, Xbox
Have
Xbox
you
One,
One. Yeah,
One
you're
X
right.
and S.
Fuck, you're right. Yeah, you're
Yep.
right.
have you tried the ROG Xbox Ally X yet?
There was a little demo I could play at the Best Buy, but it was all locked up in like a little crate, and so it was kind of hard to play. But
And
So
another thing I like
it was
about
I like
basically
the
Helix,
like the Xbox PC full screen experience, and then you could literally with two buttons switch to Windows desktop and back
look,
and forth.
hey everybody,
well that
Resident
well
finally
that
got he's got the
that
ROG
is
Xbox
great.
LIX, y'all. So he's tripping off him.
It's a great. I
I
love that
told you.
UI. It's to be able to switch seamlessly almost
It's
between
ridiculous,
PC.
bro.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. It's
Well,
cool.
Y'all
that's
don't know
great.
what's about to happen.
I
It's
hope
gonna
they
be
can
some.
bring
It's gonna be some. It's gonna be some head turning. I'm telling y'all right now. I'm sorry, y'all.
I hope they can bring that integration to the PC platform, so I'm not missing out on needing to
It's
have to buy that system then.
it's
You
gonna
know,
be some head
Asha just
turns.
came out and said that Helix is going to be leading in performance, meaning
Facts.
like they're basically saying it's going to be the most powerful console on the market. Like no
Oh, it
question.
will.
It's not
It's
even
no
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
question about
close,
that.
man. This thing, and let me tell y'all right now, y'all better hope that none of this digital cloud infrastructure gets implemented into that. Because if it happens, then it's endless. It's
Woo,
endless. It's gonna be
man.
what Goose said. When we
Oh
unlock this
man.
25 teraflops in the cloud, I'm telling y'all right now.
And you're not going to need a super fast
You-
connection. It's still going to
no,
be a great experience. Yeah, exactly.
exactly. Exactly. I'm trying to tell people, like, and if you have, like I said, Apple did it. They got rid of the SIM. So when they got rid of the SIM, that was a direct competition move towards Samsung because Samsung needs a little SanDisk cards. They need those little inserters. Apple said we don't
Dolomite in
need
the
that no
building.
more. Yup.
There's a rumor going around on Twitter
What's up?
about Xbox not being called Xbox anymore. Like they're walking away from the name itself and calling it
No,
something totally different.
no, they're not. No, they're not.
I hope that's not
I mean,
true.
Asha already said the next 25 years of Xbox is that's the project. Like I wanna let everybody know this. It used to be music, and then it was movies.
Yeah.
Today it's gaming. Gaming has excelled all platforms of entertainment. It is the number one entertainment platform in the world, and it's not slowing down. And I don't even think anything's gonna overtake it. So when we talk about these three entities that have been out here for 25 years and more, you got Sony, I mean, you got Nintendo 40 years. You got PlayStation 30 years, and you got Xbox 25 years. We have to put some respect on these platforms.
I
It's
got a
not
name. I got
easy.
a name for you. I got a name for you that could be called. What is it? This is what some person said here on. He said, "What if it was called Xbox Hybrid? Just called Xbox Hybrid. One full
That's
name. One.
dope. But look, I'll take it. But look, you got to put some respect on these consoles that have these brands have lasted this long, y'all, and nobody's been able to come up with something and take them out. And the fact that they can keep innovating and keep innovating and keep innovating for their fans, it's incredible. For Microsoft to be humble now, I think this is the biggest move. It's not even about the next generation console with me.
No, it's more of
It's
a
the
for. It's
atmosphere with me, y'all. It's
yeah.
it's
For
it's
this
the
generation, it's the
humbleness.
atmosphere. It's more the
Because
atmosphere. You could
because
bring back the
Microsoft's
atmosphere.
attitude towards Xbox had to change. It has to change. You heard it from G Gaming. You've heard it from you hear it from people, and it's not you hear it from different types of people. Many of us feel the same exact way. We just want to see Xbox have a fair chance out here, legitimately being pushed hard. Like we want to see the Xbox team and people feel like they have something special. Don't we get it that it's a business, but we want to see passion. We want to see it. This console deserves passion. That's it. It's been here for 25 years. It deserves some passion. I tell people every time PlayStation comes out with an anniversary uh console or a special edition console, they are always going back to the color scheme of the original PlayStation, and their PlayStation fans lose their damn minds over that.
Do you
Still to
think?
this day,
Let me ask you this question. Since
because
we're
it's
still on the
classic.
since we're
It's
still on the
classic.
topic since we're still on the topic of Xbox,
Mhm.
do you think the design will almost be a little similar to the series?
That's a good. I
Because
don't know.
that's a great
That's a good
design.
question. I'm like you. I want to know what it looks like. I want to know. That's why I laughed at why so serious. Probably looked like a sphere or oval or something.
Or
But
maybe it'll look like a Steam Deck. Who knows? Who fuck knows?
who knows? But I kind of okay. If you, I guess the kind of question that I would answer would be more like, to what do I think I feel it should look like? I think the Xbox Series X looks incredible, right? Um,
Even the
I,
Series S has a nice look to it. I mean,
I mean, I like the
that's
X
a
more than anything. X to
if
me
they
is their big.
would be really crazy if they can get that much power in this form factor of a Series S.
Oh yeah,
That that would
that'd be
be
ridiculous. That's ridiculous.
that'll
But
be
I'm looking at my
unbelievable.
Series X, right? And I'm looking at the design. I'm just sitting here like, damn, this thing. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. To me, since we're gonna be hybrid,
One of the
it would be dope. It would be
here,
dope to kind of have like a modem type of look to it. You
here's one of the
know,
biggest things that I really hope a
I don't
feature
know,
could
man.
no, but here's the biggest feature that I hope they can integrate. If this is going to be a hybrid PC, a hybrid Xbox PC
Yeah,
console, if
short
they
of
could
PC tower, exactly.
if they could make this feature happen on the PC as well when they come up with the software updates for like Windows 11, if they can put quick resume in this update with the PC, if this is going to be a hybrid PC,
I
we
knew
could
he was
still
gonna
have
say that. I knew he
if we
wants that
could
so bad. Look at him.
if we can have quick resume, that'll be fire.
But let me tell you
That'll be
something. Let me
fire.
tell you something. Matt Booty said it last year. The greatest, the greatest benefits will and on the Xbox platform, right? Will always be with the console. They're not the console is what okay, so he's backed up by Satya, right? Satya was interviewed last year or maybe early this year. Can't remember. But in the interview, he said, we don't make we're not in the business of making great PCs, right? And it's true. They're in the business of making consoles great because we push consoles to be better than PCs. The reason what he's saying is the console's responsiveness, the response time, the console's a benefit of having features. So, okay, I put it like this. This is why it was said that the Series X was made for PC, not PC for Xbox or the Series X, right? Because the things that they can do for the Xbox Series X, it helped PC. Game Pass PC, right? It benefits from Xbox.
Well,
Play anywhere.
it's still a Windows platform.
That's true. Play anywhere benefits from Xbox, right? Well, yeah, because the Windows operating system for Xbox is the generic version, right? It's the version for the console. It's not the overall big
Well, there's
OS,
also rumors
right?
though. There's also rumors that the blades, the Xbox 360 blades, might make a comeback because this new CEO, she said she enjoyed those blades and she wants to try to integrate those back,
I,
and she
I
can do
like the
that.
blades when we flip through. Well, but that's what I'm saying. G Gaming, we have the blades now, but it's in a form of our menu.
It's a form of a box menu.
It's in our yeah, it's in our menu screen. That's it. When you
But
scroll, you
but
roll it through now.
the blades were more organized and they kept it centric to where it needed to be.
Right. And also you could customize it, right? To where you put it's like a file list, right? It was like a file list. So
Yeah,
I
but
could
it
put
made sense. It just like you knew like
it, you're right.
every
It did.
blade had its ergonomical reason of what it
Right. Of what where you was
of what
at.
it need
Yeah,
yeah of what it needed to be. Like
that's true.
one of the biggest things that people hate with this Xbox software now is there's just so much marketing like for like food and just like shit that no one really wants to see. And I will agree with that subjectiveness because it's like
all those tabs and stuff.
all those like boxes of here buy a want a bag of Doritos or Mountain Dew. It's like I don't want to see that shit. I don't want
Rangy
to see
Force
that.
said, "Make it look like the Sega Dreamcast."
I mean,
There.
shit. Anything will be better than seeing a Doritos. I like Doritos, but like I don't want to see that on my gaming. I
You
mean,
know what? You should have an option. It should be like, hey, do you want the
yeah,
ads on your screen or
you
not?
could
Yeah. Do you
turn
want?
on
You could. Yeah. Turn on. Yeah. Exactly.
you could
Because
turn
they
it
have to have that
off.
now, G Gaming, they have to have that now. Because that commercial sponsoring, it's taking over those that's it's a money thing and it goes to marketing too. And also, G Gaming, it's another reason why they keep your game prices down. They're using that to keep your game pricing down. See, all of this was explained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I still agree with him. I still should be able to hide it if I don't want, because it's on the screen anyway. I'm just hiding it. You know?
It's just really like I don't want to see. I don't want to be playing a game and then all of a sudden it just turns into like a Dorito ad and shit like that.
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think if you're
No,
playing
no,
the
no. Like it's just like, but you know how you just go on you go on the menu system, and then all of a sudden you're seeing something that's just like not. You just don't want to see it. Like it shouldn't be there.
right.
It's
No,
they,
that it
and
should
that's
find
what
a
I
way
mean.
where
That's what I mean
yeah,
about marketing. That marketing is just so like they lost their touch. They lost their way of their marketing abilities of just being what it needs to be.
yeah.
Like their marketing is just it's not great.
No.
It's like and it's almost it's like they're almost afraid
And it's
to
not just their
to
marketing, it's their messaging as well.
their messaging is so
Yeah.
blind to the gaming world of gaming. It's just
Yeah.
one thing. Okay, look, this is where I like their marketing. This is where their marketing was really cool. When they came out at the Game Awards and they showed off for the first time the commercial for the Xbox Series X. To me, that's where I was like, oh shit, they got their marketing mojo back to come into the Game Awards and show your next generation of console and what it was going to look like. And then for that whole year, everyone knew what the new generation of Xbox was looking like. And like, oh my God, they finally got something here. Maybe this could be the realm of something cool. And you know, unfortunately, they didn't market the Series X great. That's what you have such good potential, but you have the worst marketing features now. It's like they're almost afraid to market something that they don't they know they have something good, but they think it's going to sell itself, and it's like that's not the case with Microsoft. You need to market your message. Like the Xbox One marketing is what really put them at a standstill of marketing
I
something
agree, G's
good.
Gaming. I don't know if you saw, but Ash just out. There was just reports that she's hiring a new marketing team
Thank
specifically
God.
to bring back it to target for Xbox and Xbox products. So they're listening,
Thank
bro. I think
God. Thank
she's.
God.
I'm really impressed with her so far. She seems
Oh,
like
she
she's doing
sounds
all
like
the right
These some
things.
opinions,
Yeah.
bro.
she sounds like a sweetheart, and I'm very happy that the direction that they're so far on paper the direction sounds like a positive future. If they continue to bring that paper to life and fundamentally, the marketing is everything. Can you imagine where the iPhone would be if they didn't market the shit out of that? They wouldn't be at 1 billion, 2 billion phones sold out of their whole.
Imagine being on subway trains, on billboards, on your
Yeah.
website ads, like everywhere.
You always like look, and I said this to Legion. You always I knew this is where I mean you knew it before this
Did he
hand.
call me Legion?
I'm sorry. The fucking I meant to say Dorian. The
He
the
got me back.
I'm
He got me
sorry.
back.
My
He's on the
bad.
slip. He's slick right
Sorry.
now, son.
But
Because I called him Giuseppe. He
DB.
the
got
yeah, you fucked with me. You got me good. The marketing that they have now for the Xbox of like, oh, we're this is an Xbox, this is an Xbox. They show a sandwich as an Xbox. Oh, this is not an Xbox. It's like what? It almost feels like you 100% like these marketing tools they have right now. 100% you lost your identity of what the hell you are. You have no idea what you are as a console. Forget marketing just the games. But like that's another thing. They don't even market their games. Like Fable's supposed to come out this year. You're not seeing no marketing for it right now. Where's the marketing?
the
Where
new Legion.
where is the marketing for these games? Like it's just
No,
like
I know. Well, no, not even that, bro.
it's
And
just
I
shit.
know. And listen, I know you got to go. I told you I kept you on the timer. G Game, and I'm thankful for you coming out, man. I know it's an hour
Yeah, but
45.
Yeah, thanks
I
for
know
coming
you
out,
got to
man.
go, but
it's
I
all
want to
good.
say this. I want to say this. You said, damn, what would you say? You said, what did you just say? I just lost it, man. You just said something. What did
But
you just say?
the marketing is terrible.
No, yeah, but what you said something with it.
It lost its identity.
Damn it. What did you just say?
I think what I just said was accurate to the T.
No, you was saying it, but you was putting it towards something, and I was about to add to it.
Don't you hate? Don't you just hate when that happens?
No, yeah, but
I hate
no,
when that shit
I'm gonna
happens.
get it. I'm gonna get it. You because you were saying something about Asha. Um, it was damn.
Man, it's just I don't know, man. This next generation of
It,
Xbox, it needs to be. It has to have the best marketing we've seen in a 20-year lifespan for it to get its mojo
That's
back.
criminal. No, man, it's just he hammering marketing, right? It is marketing, but what I was gonna say was what I'm thinking, trying to remember what I was gonna say, but I just think Xbox, man. Ah, damn, what was it, man? Oh man.
Bro, even if they have to go down the road of being that company that had 360 marketing, that was great marketing. That's the best marketing I've ever seen in my lifetime of gaming. And I'm pretty sure other
What
people
the
seen good
hell, gang?
marketing, but man,
All right,
there's
look,
so
Yeah,
much potential, so much
I'm
future.
look. Hold
listening.
on, man. You coming in? What is it, games?
Yeah,
Just
I'm listening. I'm
games.
listening. Be
No,
quiet, nigga. Be quiet, nigga. You always want me in the podcast. Now I'm in the podcast, so you gotta go. Oh man. Hey, listen. I'll be 2 seconds. Yeah, listen, I agree with you about the
The
marketing.
man's trying to remember what he said and he can't
I
remember it.
lost it, bro. You were saying something,
Yeah.
and because it was
Look,
true. I mean, I can't even. It's true, man. I don't.
I said it. Okay, look, I said it lost its identity. It lost its ability to to tell itself of what it is. Like it lost it lost its ways. Like Microsoft does not know what their console is. But all they know is that if they don't know their identity, they're just chasing like, well, I guess we just have to sell them services. You know what really fucked them up too? Sorry, excuse my French, but the Game Pass. I like Game Pass, but Game Pass took the identity of the marketing and it ran with it. But then
Yeah, they went with
it
it too hard. They took the
they
service.
went it took the
Yes.
identity of what Xbox was. And
Yes.
is Xbox all digital now and no
Yes.
console, or is Xbox and Xbox and is a
Right.
home console? And they separated it, its identity too much, and that's why you're seeing this hybrid Xbox, because that's what's going to integrate their integration of bringing it all together. Well, we know PC is a Windows platform. We know an
That's right.
Xbox is the Windows platform. So hibernate those things together and
Yep.
make both of those softwares integrate into itself,
Right.
and bring a good message with it, and market the shit out of it to
I
where
remember. Thank
it's
you.
good.
I
There you
remember
go.
now. He's okay. So that's where I was going. What they're doing now, I think, is a good idea, because when they realize their platforms and they got a big OS, right, which gives them a big advantage over everybody right now.
Yeah,
So
1.1 billion, baby.
they have to understand that when they got away with Windows in the beginning, right? When they went after the venture of an Xbox, they got rid of they stopped focusing on their Windows gamers. Phil later on came out years ago and admitted to that was a mistake. Before Phil even came over to Xbox, he remember when Microsoft made that shift. But now the spirit of the OG Xbox, right? With all the pieces and parts of PC, with the quickness and the easiness of console, is what made that console different and what made that console great. But
Yeah.
that console is the spirit of what Xbox is all about. Microsoft got away from the spirit of Xbox. But for them to come back to the spirit of Xbox, they're even got a better chance to look even more better than they ever have, because, like you said, Steam is running off of Windows. You bring Steam over, you bringing your platform over,
The
which
Epic,
is
don't
bringing
forget the Epic
Steam
store.
over.
The Epic store is there
You're
too.
making sure that all your Xbox fans could keep all their games that they ever had, ever, from every Xbox platform ever. You implement your cloud structure into that thing. Now you don't have to worry about no saves. You don't have to worry about no SSD cards. You don't have to worry about none of that. You strip away the paywall. You do all the things that bring the benefit of PC over as well. If that happens, it's not going to be a rock. It doesn't take a rocket science to understand that Xbox will be the best gaming platform for money to buy. You're
It needs
going
to be
to
the most
want to
organized
buy that,
platform.
because when I can go and play anything that I want, I've already proved it. You could collect all. It doesn't matter if I play on my GeForce Now. It doesn't matter if I play on my Steam. It doesn't matter if I play on my Game Pass PC and Game Pass, because that's where I was going. Microsoft understands now to bridge the gap. I think they're doing beautiful if they make the PC Game Pass and the Xbox Premium together. That's going to be a seller as well. They're doing the right thing there.
I
Get
think if
this.
they drop the paywall, I think they drop the paywall. Like,
The
say you don't need.
paywall is the end game. They do that.
I
I'm
mean, look,
telling you right now.
that's a move that Sony cannot do.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna that right there is the kind of moves that Xbox need to make to isolate itself, so that now when you keep screaming about the marketing, but the marketing doesn't do anything if nobody can see what you got. You don't market just the console. You market the capabilities. You market what it can do. When you market what it can do, GameStop can't stop it. We've been dealing with GameStop for years. You got
I
people
mean,
coming
my
in there
GameStop just
they
shut
don't
down.
know how to sell an Xbox to save their life.
My GameStop, they just shut down my GameStop right by my house. It's been there for nearly 25 years.
Yeah, my
It's
GameStop down the
gone,
road shut down too.
gone. I was like,
They
damn.
shut down 5 GameStop where I live, man.
Yup.
It's
Yeah.
gone, man. GameStop is so bad they had to buy crypto just to fucking feel current.
I'm
and
with you,
that didn't
Dolomite, on that.
and that didn't even
I'm
that didn't even
gonna
do
put
good.
it back. I'm gonna put it back what you said about marketing, right? But if they don't market the iPhone, listen, man, the iPhone and the PlayStation doesn't need marketing. It's brand loyalty. Listen, Neil. People will
It's
buy the new. Apple come
no.
out.
Here's okay. Look, let me. I don't mean to cut you off real quick with that one. The reason why iPhone does so strategically good in the world is it has one thing that any other phone doesn't have, and that is simplicity.
Yeah.
The simplicity of their software
I was
and their
about to say that.
and their ergonomic ability to just make something. And now that they're making all their silicon in house and they don't need to
G
outsource their
Gaming, here it is.
silicon,
G Gaming, here it is.
that
They
is
did a
something.
G Gaming, here it is. They did a test with babies. Babies know how to operate an iPhone.
Yeah, there you go. Simplicity.
Babies. So
Simplicity.
they did it. The
If they can
simplicity took it
if
over.
if they can do that now, if Microsoft can do this with their hybrid Xbox and make their
That's what's gonna
software
happen.
so damn good in their
This is what's
in
gonna
working the
happen, G Gaming.
software and then making their integration with phenomenal marketing and then take away the paywall for playing online games because this is a hybrid PC now. Okay, maybe you'll pay $1,000 for it, but hey, still a cheapest version to get
Can
into the
you? I'm just
PC
gonna say this,
ecosystem.
everybody. And G Gaming has a PC. For all you PC heads out here, because I don't use mine no more. I don't care about my desktop no more. It can rot.
I
I've
still
already
have my
told.
Xbox
I've
too,
already
so
told. I already told Games I'm never cutting that thing back on again. I have no. In 2026, I have no desire to use a desktop anymore. It's 2026,
yeah, but
people.
I don't use
Look,
my console. I don't use
look.
my PC as a
This is
desktop.
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Can you imagine a world, right, where you cut something on and you don't have to worry about no drivers? Rez, you don't have to worry about your drivers failing you. You don't have to worry about it. You cut that bad boy on with so much assurance. You ain't worrying about no drivers failing you. You're
Yeah,
not worrying about in 5 years you have to do this super update. You gotta stay. You ain't gotta worry about none of that because Windows is gonna be already fully optimized in it. Everything is gonna be up. They're gonna be telling you, hey,
Well,
update is
by the
gonna come.
way, this already happens now. Dude,
That's what I'm finna say.
when I'm
The
on the
fact that
Xbox,
they
look, when I'm on
update,
the Xbox, I play. I don't know if you
look,
know
G
this.
Gaming. The
It's
fact
like
that
that on the Xbox app. If I'm able to play Fortnite through the Xbox app, and I downloaded it.
exactly
It's on there right now. I
you
can play. I don't need to go
anytime
to
they
the
put
Epic
that thing
Store.
on the Xbox, right? And they'll be able to tell us, hey, when you get done gaming tonight, you wanna do the update. So when you're asleep, we'll go ahead and do it for you,
It
or
does it
put it on,
automatically.
or put it automatically, right? Do it automatically. That's game change. Look, that changes the whole way people play PC games.
It's
See,
doing that automatically, but here's the thing:
this is this
people
is
don't know this because they don't market. Why they
that's
don't
what I
market
was
that?
just thinking. That's what I was saying, bro.
They
You gotta
don't
market the
market it. They don't
capabilities.
market the
That-
capabilities.
when have you ever seen a commercial where they market quick resume?
When was the last time you saw a Windows software being marketed?
That's because
legal.
everybody
I
knows
will answer
Windows.
that. I will
That's
answer
because
that.
everybody knows Windows. That's why.
Right,
It'd be like,
I will
The
answer that.
name sells itself.
that's right.
Windows.
That's right. It sells itself.
Everywhere you go across the world, people are using a Windows platform base
Now,
to
did
do
I not say
something.
that on the last show? That's when the brand sells.
And
When the
there's
brand
1.1.
itself sells.
There's like
When the logo
1.1
itself
billion
sells.
gamers of using Windows. I mean, literally, this next generation of Xbox makes perfect sense why it's a hybrid PC console. It's everything console was of everything that everyone loved about the Xbox, forwarding to what everyone loves about the PC together.
Nah, man, ain't got no
Two
damn
in
Zoom.
two integrates that literally have have the capability of making games the best place to play. If you just market the hell out of it really good. If they don't market this thing really good, it's done. It won't. It will not sell.
They're gonna market it because it's gonna be the first console to ever do what it's doing.
Yeah, I
So
mean, look,
that
Sony's
automatically
already running
makes it
away.
marketable.
Sony's literally, or supposedly, so I mean, like we said in the beginning of this podcast, Sony's already running away with not putting their games on PC anymore because they're afraid. They're afraid. They're
But we don't
afraid
know if
that
that's true yet. We
we
don't
don't
know
know
if
if
that's
that's
true
true.
yet.
We don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
Sony hardcore people will be like, "Oh yeah, it's true. PlayStation's back. Yeah, it's whatever. Who gives a fuck?" Like at the same time, like if this is
Hey,
something
but legal.
that's this is a great opportunity for them to say we have something here that is not just a hybrid. It's a generation forward that coming to the future, everyone else will be doing the same
Hey, legal. So
if it works. Go ahead.
you
Yeah,
I
go
hear.
ahead, bro.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
no, I'm just saying like I understand about the marketing, right? But I barely see PlayStation commercials now because the name sells itself.
There you go.
But
Absolutely. I was
but
just gonna say that.
but you gotta understand, like even Microsoft market the console and the features doesn't mean the casual gonna eat it up. It's all about mind share, right? So they lost the mind share in 2013. They tried to get it back this generation, but they lost it again, right? So they
Third
gotta
party
go out.
titles. They lost third party marketing. They lost a
Yeah,
lot,
yeah,
man.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
But
because of Game
yeah,
Pass. Because a lot of these
okay,
companies didn't want to
that's
put their
it.
they didn't want to put their they didn't want a lot of these third parties didn't want to put their games onto Game Pass because they were afraid they were going to lose some money, and they would have lost some money. And I'll be honest with you, I'm gonna be blunt here with this one.
And
I
you
could
be
be
blunt, man,
wrong.
and you let this man talk, bro.
I know.
Before
I
I
could
mute you.
I know I could be wrong with this one, but I honestly feel like Game Pass is going to morph into something different when this hybrid Xbox comes out. I don't think it's going to be like it is now. I think it's going to be a little bit less, or I don't think it's going to be like day and dates. I don't think that's going to be. I think they're going to go back to their ways of it's going to just be you got to buy the game and support the game that way, and then a year later it goes into Game Pass.
I think you're wrong. There's a
Yeah,
reason why Microsoft is moving the tiers around. That's a gaming service. So you don't have to buy the gaming service.
You could
The
be right.
gaming services are extra money. They make 100% profit off the gaming service. So why would they get rid of what was 100% profit? That's a choice to make. I don't have to do Game Pass to play video games, but I get Game Pass because of the deal of the games.
I would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I use
The
Game
day
Pass
one
for
games are
everything.
not hurting Xbox. You know why? Because Xbox has a legitimate platform.
Yeah.
It only hurts PlayStation because if PlayStation puts their games day one on PlayStation Plus, guess what? Nobody's gonna go buy that physical copy game.
Well,
Nobody.
sometimes it was I guess for what I was reading, it was the finder's fees of like if you wanted a third party company to come in on Game Pass day and date. Like for example, I don't know if you know this, but if you buy the 007 game that's coming out, it's a play anywhere. You can actually buy that on your Xbox. You can play it on PC.
Facts. Facts.
They
boy,
have,
double
but
seven is playing anywhere.
yeah, yeah. You didn't know that? You see, because they didn't market it. I had to market it for you now. That's true. I
Who
didn't
didn't
even
Yeah,
know
know that.
that? There's somebody
but
talking. I can't hear him now.
Yeah, he didn't know. What's his face?
Is it games again?
Yeah,
yeah,
Because
yeah.
it's
you
really, you hear
because
me?
you talked over him and knocked
Uh,
him out of oblivious.
sorry, sorry.
When
But
that
yeah,
man talks, man, you gotta let that man talk, man,
I know, I
so
know,
he
I
can
know.
finish. I know that's your weakness, but I love
Yeah,
you because you're excited tonight, and that's why I
yeah.
brought you in here because I wanted you to be excited, man.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've
It's
been
been
on
a
this
minute, bro.
podcast. It's been a
Go
couple of
ahead,
years.
game. Say what you
No,
gotta
no,
say.
no,
He'll
no.
be quiet.
He can do it. But no, listen, I didn't know double
I'm
seven.
picking on him.
I didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
double seven play anywhere. But
Yes, play anywhere.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's not Microsoft marketing. That's their marketing. Like Christian
That's
says,
yeah.
but,
You're right.
but but that has nothing to do with Microsoft. Microsoft got to market no
Microsoft's
games.
allowing it. They're allowing
Yeah,
it.
but they don't have to market no third party developer playing anywhere. That's their business. Like, if they don't
No, I think they have. I think there's a fee for that. I think they have to pay them a fee, or I think the company
yeah, they
who
gotta pay them
has
a
to pay
fee.
them a
Yeah,
fee.
they gotta
It's
pay
not.
them a
It's like a
fee.
finder's fee. It's like a finder's fee. It's nothing
Yeah.
I just
crazy.
told G Game and let this man talk.
What do you mean?
I
We're
just told
both
him.
talking.
No,
We're
you
both
got it.
talking.
I'm just messing with you, man.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great game. I'm excited for that game. That's like a
I'm
little fun
shocked that it
game.
was Play Anywhere right off the top. That was a big move.
You didn't know that?
Yeah, I knew that. I said when that happened, I was shocked.
I
That
was
was a big
shocked too
move.
when I
Yeah,
saw
that was
that.
a
I
big
was like,
move.
wow.
Right.
I can enjoy that. I can get the achievements and I can play it on the PC and I can you see that's I hope that move still stays because I don't know if you heard this shit, but they're saying that Sarah Bond was the reason of Play Anywhere. And they're saying that that was a lot of developers
No, he
did.
was not legal.
Hold on, everybody. Hold on, real quick. Does everybody know what my man Taylor Parker from France is saying? If you see Ron McCaffrey's post, you will be mad, and Jeff Keighley also. What is he talking about?
I don't know.
I got it. Hey, hold on. I got it. So,
Okay,
but that's why I want to tell you. All right. So, Jeff Keighley, man, listen, man, legal. Look, man.
just tell me, man. I don't even give
Look, look,
Just
Just
man.
say
tell
it,
me,
bro.
bro.
I'm tired of this dude, man. We need listen, man. I don't know, man. He said Xbox announced the Project Helix is the code name for the next generation PC-based Xbox hardware. So now Tom Warren came out and says PC-based Xbox hardware device. I think you mean Xbox console.
Right.
Now this is where this is where Jeff Keighley says, do you consider the Steam a console? Then and Tom Warren says no. Valve called it a PC because it designed to run PC games, not
Right.
console version games. I would imagine Microsoft calling the next generation Xbox a console because it's designed to run Xbox games as well as PC games. All right. Now, Jeff Keighley doubled down and tried to make some stupid comment talking about, so what is an Xbox console game in your definition? And what is the difference between then a UWP game? Also, last we need to learn about the plans here and excited to hear more. This man think that this is the PC hype.
I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with Jeff Keighley. You want to know what's how it? High
You
guard is dead.
know what's wrong.
High guard is dead.
Yes. No,
I
it's
never
not.
I didn't
No,
even
it's
play
not.
High Guard.
And you know what's wrong with Jeff Keighley? I'm gonna say this, right? I blame Microsoft for this one. When Don Matry interviewed Jeff Keighley, because Jeff Keighley was the guy from the G4 TV team,
Oh
right?
my god.
When he interviewed, when he
Here we
interviewed,
go with the history lesson. Here we go.
I know, I gotta do it.
Damn it, man.
Let's
Go back 50
no,
years
Man,
ago.
it's almost 11
hold
o'clock.
on, DG, hold on. This is the reason why he hates Xbox. He asked Don Matthews about Xbox One, and Don Matthews said, "No, get an Xbox 360." That's the day that
Jeff
man
Keighley
hates.
hates when a new Xbox comes out.
Yeah,
And
that's
his
the
soul,
day.
it bothers him.
Yeah, that's the day that he hates Xbox.
There's not enough Japanese product on there for him
There
to
you go.
enjoy.
There's not enough Japanese
that's true.
games on
He
Xbox. You
loves like
know.
Japanese, and that's fine. That's great. That's
But
I have
here's
no
the
name.
problem. Let me say this, y'all. Here's the problem with Jeff Keighley. Here's the problem with the industry and Jeff Keighley, right? Jeff Keighley needs competition, bro. Everybody does. I'm tired of looking at this dude on everything that goes on with gaming. We see him too much. We need another face. What is this what we doing? I mean, we go to Gamescom, Jeff Keighley. Is he the only guy that can hold a mic? I mean, seriously, are we that limited with abilities around here?
Yeah,
If nobody else is creative, I mean, I
yeah,
gotta give him some kind of respect because he does all the shows. But I mean, is he the only guy we have out here?
yeah,
Because it's pathetic if he is.
yeah.
I'm serious. It's pathetic
I know
if
it
Jeff
is.
Keighley's the only dude that can hold a microphone on stage.
And it's
That's
sad.
pathetic.
It's sad. I've been saying that for years. That man need competition.
This is
Nobody wants.
ridiculous,
He's
bro.
always gonna be
Nobody
the way
wants to
he
believe
is.
me. Nobody wants to believe me. But I told Legal for years that man needs competition. That man, listen, he's in Gamescom. Then you have his bootleg Summer Game Fest. Then you have that's the
Game
Summer
Awards
Game Fest.
show.
Then he had the Gamescom. Then he had the Game Awards. Sometimes he had the
Look,
Tokyo
man,
Game
you know
Awards.
what?
And
You know
he
what?
very speak Japanese. And then
Y'all know what? You know what, man? Y'all just ruined my night, man. Yo, sign us out of here. Resident Gamer, get me out of here, man. These dudes start talking about Ron McCaffrey And Jeff Keighley, I can't do it, man. Get us out of here, man.
Bro, I can talk about Rob McCaffrey, but Jeff Keighley is a salty ass dude, man. Just
Get
say
us out of here.
Xbox
Golden
down to
Knight,
him.
get us out of here. Yo, Raz, get us out of here. Yo, G Gaming. I just want to
Yo,
say, man, you my dude, bro. I appreciate you coming in here tonight, man. Flexing
appreciate you,
on,
brother. Thank you.
yeah, you flexed
Yeah,
on
thanks for coming
your
out, man.
build,
I
you
appreciate
flexed
that.
on the PC comparison and what Xbox could be like. I love that, man. Thank you for educating us on a lot of things that it could be. We're wanting to know what it's going to look like. Hey, Xbox community, stand up. You've been confirmed that it's moving. It's here. I hope it drops next year as on plan. I hope everything comes out right. I hope the marketing, I hope the presence, I hope the soul, I hope the identity of Xbox comes back. Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. Look, don't let nobody take your excitement away. You have a 25th anniversary year this year. There's so much things to be happy about and proud about. If you're a real gamer and an Xbox fan, I just want to say thank y'all. Keep the positive energy
Salute.
going. Shout out to Game Trailers. Shout out to Realest One. Shout out to Spark 117. Shout out
And
to
peace
Resident
out,
Gamer
man.
Zero. And shout outs to my man G Gaming and the Mighty Chat Pack for coming out with us tonight. Thank y'all all across the world. Thank y'all for everything that y'all do on this channel. We appreciate y'all. We're going to keep moving. The green, infinite, kryptonite, gamma ray, infused fortress with infinite rooms is unfadable. DIRREC Gaming is unfadable. We are here and we ain't going nowhere. This is the new legal saying y'all stay tuned for the next one. God bless. Be safe out there. And we out of here. Peace.